We're back, ladies and germs. A dinosaur story, and welcome back to the Mehcast, and ooh, what a motley crew we are. Today we're back with more Sonic Heroes.
Oh, there's your stream. There we go. Now I can full screen.
Okay,
Hooray.
so last time on Sonic Heroes, I kind of feel
controller
bad.
isn't connected.
Why
isn't my controller connected, guys?
If you're wondering why I'm feeling bad, it's because
well, Kevin is roundly beating our asses in this, and you know. Why isn't my fucking Xbox controller connected? I don't want to have to go dig out the spares.
I don't know, you may not have a choice.
Alright, so I'm going to be doing some filler for a while.
It is connected. But for some reason, the game wasn't registering it. Let's see. Ah, there we go.
So...
Got it?
Yep.
So today...
Alright. Now, we gotta go fast!
Gotta go fast!
Don't tell me your catchphrase.
Oh, that's no. Right, that's right, new Hedgehog. And everybody loves it.
Oh my god, those bonus stages with the freaking bombs.
I prefer the Sonic 2 bonus stages.
These kind of look like the Sonic 2 bonus
and you know,
stages.
The half pipe.
Yeah, you guys remember how much I hated those.
Yep.
Sonic Rush used it again.
Yeah, but Sonic Rush did it really well.
Yeah.
No, Tails.
So, how's everybody's day been so far?
It's been alright.
Mostly I've just been kind of dead inside, but I did get called in for a job interview, so yay.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
I got called in for a job interview at Dollar General, and then they didn't tell me I didn't get it. Thankfully, I have a different job, but, you know.
Wow. And yes, Dollar General is where I applied at, so yeah.
Yeah. Sonic.
Let's.
Got it.
So, Team Sonic's extra missions are essentially beat the clock.
Bullshit. Bullshit. I agree.
Gotta beat it as fast as possible.
Yep.
But yeah, meanwhile, I've been recovering from post-con depression after, you know, Cremona.
Cons are always such a big barrel of energy and shit. And then, you always, like, either wind up down in the dumps or feeling like, you know, you got hit by a bus afterwards because you caught, like, con flu or something.
Well, thankfully I didn't.
Yeah.
So, Coral Lumbly's slated for a con that I live near, that it's in my home state.
Oh, cool. Sonic!
And my response to that ended up getting a like from the con's Twitter account.
Sonic, please.
Dope.
Yeah.
Got it.
It even reminds me back to a time when one of my local, I think, Anime Expo confirmed Ryo Horikawa as a guest, and I popped off so hard. Like, he was one of those voice actors I was wanting to meet for, like, ever since I've been a fan of his work in Dragon Ball and Smash Brothers.
You know, Horikawa also voiced a Digimon in Tamers.
Yeah.
He was the Monkey Deva. So in other words, when we get to Digimon Tamers, that'll be the character I'll do the
One of the few Digimon shows where you have both Nozawa and Ryo Horikawa together.
Yep, and
Fuck you.
the funny thing is that some people pointed out for the English dub that it was kind of coincidental that Steve Bloom ended up voicing another character that Nozawa voiced originally, which yes, it was confirmed that it was by complete accident.
Whoops!
Whoops, we did it again.
But still. Yeah, and it's even all the more surprising that Horikawa actually speaks very fluent English.
Well, I mean, he would have to,
Well,
as Captain Falcon.
well, that and one of his other roles in Detective Conan as Heiji Hattori.
I know, Tails. Shut the hell up. Don't rush me.
Calm down, Tails.
Besides, see, look, we made it to the goal. No problem. Also, in gaming news, Tier Hallibell was confirmed for Bleach Rebirth of Souls.
Cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And sadly, the underboob is non-existent.
Damn.
Why do you think?
Not even the Senran Kagura guys could save Tier Hallibell's underboob.
Well, that's Sony for.
Hmm.
I am not touching the controller right now. Sonic is fucking. Sonic was fucked off on his own.
So he just
like-
went flying.
Sonic has.
Oh, he didn't go.
Sonic has
He
an
didn't go
aneurysm.
flying. He just started walking in the wrong direction. And I checked. There isn't any stick drift on this Xbox controller. He just did that.
Making my way downtown, walking fast. Oh, I'm
Faces
homebound.
pass and I'm homebound.
You want to know why I ended up thinking that song?
Why?
From SGB's playthrough of a highlight reel from SGB's playthrough of Sonic Heroes, where
Okay.
everybody was playing Team Chaotix. And the gimmick behind that part was essentially, since Johnny was playing as Team Sonic, Matt played as Team Dark, and Elliot played as Team Rose. They decided, let's have all three of them play every member of the Chaotix at once.
Oh god.
So whenever they switched formations, they would pass the controller. Oh, come on.
Jesus.
We're not power scaling for real, guys. Guys, we
Thank
can't.
fucking God.
Oh god.
What, did you get the Chaos Emerald?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Well, you managed to get the final Chaos Emerald.
I don't know which Chaos Emeralds I have. I have two.
The game shows you which ones.
I know, I just didn't know which one I had.
I would take the flight path, but we're on a clock.
Okay.
And you gotta go fast.
Gonna go fast. Ghostface says Sonic's on the run, Sonic's number one, Sonic's coming next, so watch out for
Oh
Sonic
my
X.
god. I do not understand why people like that theme song.
Which one?
Gotta go fast!
That.
Oh that one.
Have you heard?
Because I have, and I hate it.
Oh dear.
I think I'm okay with listening to the Japanese opening.
Yeah, the Japanese opening is
1, 2,
awesome,
3,
and
4, go!
and it's sung by Hironobu Kageyama.
Hey, Mr. DBC himself.
So that easily defeats any argument for why the Sonic X English
I'm
dub
not a fan.
opening.
I'm not a fan of SLNRC.
Very well, to each their own then.
Yeah. I don't think it's as annoying, but I'll take it over. Gotta go fast.
Yep, same here.
Oh god
For
dang it.
fuck's sake.
Jesus. Those spear guys have like such a questionable hitbox.
Yeah.
We're not fighting those guys. Or those guys. We will be fighting these guys.
Yeah. You see something?
Nothing?
Huh.
Yeah, the funny thing is that a lot of people give Zavok shit in the Sonic lore, and yet IDW ends up carrying him. And I'm like,
Yeah.
a version of the character that actually showcases
Because
why
that's
he
the
is to
spirit
be
of the
feared.
show, and Norman Grossfeld wrote it. It's one of his best songs he wrote during his tenure at 4Kids. I would agree. I like. Did he also do the Yu-Gi-Oh theme?
Shut the fuck up, Tails. We're running.
Go fast.
I don't think they'll accept. I don't think they'll accept that as a medical condition.
Wow, Eggman, no need to be such a dick.
The fuck?
Oh, Alex is in the second Mook Rush.
Yeah. Which is
I'm
why I was
back in the
commenting
first
why
part of
he
the
was.
second Mook Rush.
Yeah.
I've died twice.
Yeah, that
First
part
time
could.
was my fault.
Yeah, that part could go.
Second and third time. Well, okay. So I've died 3 times. Second and third time were not my fault. The game's kind of fucking me around.
The game's been
Dude,
fucking
what
me
is up
around
with this
too.
Game, it's so bugged.
No, I didn't say it was bugged. I just said it was fucking me around.
Man.
Not sure. I'll have to look into that. Norman was probably the best person to work behind the scenes, along with Jim Malone, Michael Haney, and Ralph Schuckett.
I don't know about Michael Haney in terms of voice direction, but
This must be an automated energy plant.
Energy plant? So that's energy flowing through those red pipes.
yeah.
There we go.
I'm glad Michael Haney is actually kind of getting out there doing conventions in more recent years.
Okay. We're not going there, are we? Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Level up. Take this. That's it.
Those machines are sucking the energy.
Kind of funny how this game ends up being boastful about the quote-unquote real superpower of teamwork, and yet the next name is Edgy McHeadshee.
On the
Going
same engine
solo
too.
YOLO.
Yep,
God fucking damn it.
with the same models and everything.
I am the ultimate life form with a gun.
Fear me.
I am a 3-foot tall hedgehog, and I've got a gun.
Wayne Sharp did the Yu-Gi-Oh theme, yeah.
Man.
I summon Dark
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Magician, and with a
Yu-Gi-Oh
gat.
score is like the best thing that 4Kids had ever done, because for a show that's all about like the ghosts of Egyptian gods and shit, like the Yu-Gi-Oh Japanese theme was way too fucking happy.
It was very energetic, to put it kindly.
Draw monster card.
Draw Monster Cardo!
Draw monster candle.
Jesus
And then we
Christ.
have Little Karibo's version of that, where we have of what's the name of that cart part that he mocked Weevil, that he said you beat a guy with, or you lost to a guy with, was it Mushroom Man? I want to say.
Michael Haney was a good voice director, and he's hilarious as Misty's Psyduck. Remember when it kissed Snorlax? I did not, but that is hilarious. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh man.
Was that an order for me, Robotnik? Because I'm
That's-
going to do that.
What was?
That's Eggman's way of saying, here's a present for you, bitch. Have fun.
He said smash them all, and so I did.
Meanwhile,
So-
Eggman is crying somewhere. Having a meltdown.
Don't get too excited, boys. Those were the easy ones.
Say hello to my turtle buddies. With cannons!
So
Finally.
Oh my god.
if only you could ascend that pole faster.
That's funny. Over the weekend, I ended up going over to a retro gaming store on my way to Pomona, and
Oh,
funnily
cool.
enough,
What?
they had some
Sonic?
old Neo Geo games like I kid you not, the
All those-
original King of Fighters
those big-
94. They were selling it for
nice.
like 400, just complete in
Jesus
the box.
Christ.
Yeah, Neo
Remember
Geo
when
stuff
those-
was really hard to.
I remember when Neo Geo stuff was like it was like 500 for the console, and it was like $100 for the games, and now they're like asking way more. And it's like,
Yeah.
man, I didn't
Especially
have
if you're
like when that was the case, I did not have the money for it, but it makes me like,
yeah,
because it's like
yeah.
those giant fucking
Yeah.
like greater than VHS sized carts, you know? Oh
Mhm.
no,
And the
robot whiz robes.
And the way they go about it, it's like instead of having the game soldered to like a PCB, they would have like those multi-cartridge like system. So that way, if people want to change out the games, there's no need to swap out the PCB for it.
Oh hey, that's cool.
Yeah. I think because of Takashi Nishiyama, who worked on the first Street Fighter game, like it was no wonder the Neo Geo lasted as long as it did, thanks to him.
Does anybody remember the fact that
No!
Rondo of Blood was originally a TurboGrafx 16 game?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Ghostface says I like the
Japan only
in-house
for
tracks
a
where
long
kids did
time.
for Pokemon. They at least
Yep,
captured
until the
show, at least,
PSP
unlike the
version,
shit
and then
TPCI
And then
has
And for some reason,
composed.
and bizarrely, it got a Wii release, and
Pokemon
Yeah, I
Company
got a
International
Wii-
has done a lot
yeah, I
of
got a-
bad shit.
I mean, let's also not forget the fact that by the time of Black and White, we suddenly had a Mewtwo that had a very feminine voice.
and it was not the
That's-
same Mewtwo from the first movie, from what I'm
Nope.
understanding.
It's also like not Dan Green.
Yeah.
And Green.
But a part of me was almost convinced it was almost like trying to hype up for like the next generation of Pokemon at the time.
Like,
So,
if you want like a kid voice, Dan Green can do like a kid voice, but don't
By
make
the-
fucking Mewtwo have this femmy fucking voice.
Yeah.
by the way,
Maybe that's why there's a lot
Um,
of feminist
I had-
web arts out there.
I ended up asking Jay Goad, the original voice of Mewtwo, like, so what was the story like regarding how people found out that he was still alive? He told me that, somebody asked him on Facebook about this, and they're like, wait, that was you? And he's like, yeah.
News of
Yeah,
my
he's
demise has been greatly exaggerated.
I kind of wish that was how he ended up going about it, but I'm like, to my disappointment, that was not the case. I was like,
I will-
oh.
I will forever quote Star Trek First Contact for that.
I know that quote from Megamind.
Star Trek First Contact came out before then.
I don't
John
care.
Sigler, Norman J. Grossfield, Lloyd Goldfine, David Rolfe, James Chatton, Mike Pasternak, and Russell Velasquez did music for Duel Monsters. theme was John Leffler, John Siegel, Julian Schwartz, and Wayne Sharp. Yes. And here's the thing. There was a different version of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Theme back in Season 1, right?
Yeah.
That version has not been, like, re-released. That's not the version that's on the CD.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they added the "it's time to duel" thing to, like, later airings, and now, like, we just don't have the original 4Kids Yu-Gi-Oh! Theme hardly anywhere, actually. Like, I went looking for it on, even recent DVD releases don't have it.
How odd.
I have to go back and look at my original, because I have a giant chunk of Yu-Gi-Oh! On DVD.
I still find it very interesting how the only fully uncut 4Kids things that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has are the movies.
Yeah, like Bonds Beyond Time and Dark Side of Dimensions, and the Japanese version is included on those home releases.
And the original Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie, they had all of the uncensored stuff in there, and I'm like, holy shit.
Although it does not include the stuff that the TV version of Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie had in Japan.
Yeah, because
I believe that was
also
released
keep in mind-
afterwards.
yeah, and keep in mind, Pyramid of Light was done in English first.
Yep.
Yep.
It was commissioned.
Pretty much
I feel like it was pretty much commissioned by 4Kids just because the show was that popular.
I wish we'd get more stuff like that these days. Like, I wish we could get, like, a
Alex,
season of Rosario plus Vampire solely based on the fact that it was popular in America, you know?
Well, let's not forget that we got a whole second season of the Big O in America because of its popularity on Adult Swim, and then of course there's also the fact that Fooly Cooly kept going because
I was going to say we kept getting new seasons of Fooly Cooly, and new seasons of Fooly Cooly are always great, right?
Spoilers, they're not.
I'm depressed now.
Yep.
Yeah, I did saw the Progressive series, and it was meh. All I could say.
Was meh. You know, the way you said that kind of sounded like the No Face from Spirited Away.
Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie, I have that on Steelbook Blu-ray. I also have the old Pan and Scan Warner Brothers DVD. I have the original Blu-ray release. I don't have the Steelbook, but I did get the Blu-ray from before Cinedigm lost the rights to whoever has it now. Actually, I think Cinedigm got... No, it's not Cinedigm anymore. It's Cineverse. I think Cineverse got the... I think Cineverse got the rights to it back, but some fuckers... like, re-released that show on rewritable Blu-rays.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And, yeah, it was just, Yeah, I have the old Pan and Scan Warner Brothers DVD from back in the day. I did a comparison when the Blu-ray came out. Oh my god, like, the Blu-ray is fucking beautiful.
By the way, hey, Old Zero, I'm sure you've seen in some Call Me Johnny's streams of this game where there's somebody edited where there were highlights of his streams where they were showcasing some of the glitches, and one of the glitches was Team Chaotix getting stuck on a grind rail. Oh, and we have interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. I swear, Johnny's not even trying to run into these glitches, and they happen.
Jay Goad wouldn't have voiced Mewtwo if it wasn't for Matthew Sussman. Yeah, I believe we've talked about that before.
And
okay, well, Time for me to start save scumming like a bitch because I'm getting sick of this shit.
I can imagine.
Sonic,
And you,
I need you. There we go. Ow. I like how this song is kind of a remix of Robotnik's theme from Sonic Adventure 2. I am the Eggman. Yeah, because you can hear the same chords. That's a leitmotif, motherfucker. Oh, damn it.
got it.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's like,
By the way, I was able to finally find a ROM
Level up
for.
Sonic.
I ended up finally finding a working ROM for Yu-Gi-Oh! And the False-Bound Kingdom. So look forward to me streaming that game
nice.
one of these days.
oh boy.
I've got the Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection for the Switch pre-ordered. I can't wait to play it.
Ooh.
And what does that collection come with?
I don't even remember. It comes with like 6 games though.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
I need to get back in here.
Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days Collection. I am looking that up. Okay, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters for the Game Boy. Duel Monsters 2, Dark Series, Dark Duel Stories, Monster Capsule.
Do I need to?
Dark Duel
I need to be
Stories.
Sonic for this, don't I?
Duel Monsters 4, Battle of Great Duelists.
Yes, I do.
Dungeon Dice Monsters. The Eternal Duelist Soul. Duel Monsters 6 Expert 2. God dang, mouthful. The Sacred Cards. Reshef of Destruction. Worldwide Edition. Stairway to the Destined Duel. World Championship Tournament 2004. Destiny Board Traveler and 7 Trials to Glory. World Championship Tournament 2005.
So in other words, all the Game Boy games.
Yeah.
More or less, yeah. Oh, so yeah, a physical edition pack-in bonus, you get Harpy's Feather Duster and the alternative art version of Harpy's Feather Duster.
Art's been banned.
Fuck off.
They include a bunch of banned cards and stuff. I don't think they really care.
Yeah.
Fuck off with your
I
banned
don't
cards.
need level ups for Sonic, guys.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Is already unplayable enough as it is.
I
Yeah.
synchro summon Junk
introducing new
Gardner.
shit.
Oh,
They keep
synchro
introducing
what?
New shit, and I still don't know how fucking pendulum summoning works because that was around the time I stopped playing new Yu-Gi-Oh.
It
Yeah.
just got a mess.
Yeah.
Like, I like the new cards you guys introduced, but the banning that was like, it was where I kind of draw the line.
I had a ring.
Ah.
Hails! Hails! Oh, thank God. I made it. I'm free! Free!
Born free as the wind blows.
Not bad.
By the way, welcome new subscribers. We are over 300. We're at
Yep.
301, I believe.
Hooray!
Yep.
300 down,
If you're-
9,700 to go.
If you're wondering why I burst into song every now and again, don't worry about it. It's just something I do.
Yeah, one of the people
Because I
who one of the comments on the thing you did with Ben and was essentially, hey, there was something important going on in this segment of the video.
Oh yeah, no, I understand. I didn't miss anything. I was just doing my usual routine.
And they want you to do what EFAP does. I'm like, this is not.
Yeah.
It's not.
I suppose we can indulge that if we have to.
What?
But it is they wanted us to like pause and talk about the video more, which that's
What instead of
that's
talking while the
preferable.
video is playing?
Yeah, I suppose that's preferable. God fucking damn it, Sonic! I suppose that's preferable to the comments we used to get on the old Death Battle videos, where people were like, "Why are you pausing things so much?" And I was like, "Okay, thank you."
People don't know what they want.
Well,
I will.
These are, granted, this is a completely different crowd.
I know.
Like it's not the same. The people who are saying you guys should pause more to read this stuff, or to talk about things, are not the same people who are saying, hey, you guys aren't letting the video play. I was like,
Perfect.
Oh yeah, and and to get the super hard mode part of this game, you have to get A ranks on everything,
Mm-hmm.
including the extra missions. So have fun with that. If you're
No.
planning to 100% this game.
no.
Mm-hmm.
But let's put it this way, Alex. It's better than 100%ing Sonic Adventure 2,
Well,
where you have to get S ranks on 5 missions.
I wasn't planning on S ranking that game ever, anyways. So
Well, A ranking,
100%ing.
but you get the idea.
100%ing. But yeah.
Oddly specific.
Well, I have to be specific because otherwise, some people won't get it.
Fair enough.
I'm actually getting close to needing to replace the joystick on this controller, anyways, because like the rubber, the rubber,
Yeah.
like almost
rubber
tire-y
padding?
looking, the rubber tire thing around the thumbstick. That's almost completely smooth.
Oh.
Fucking hell! Knuckles,
So-
you have claws. You could have climbed up that.
Leave them to me.
Yeah.
So
Have fun.
what level are you at right now, Alex? Are you still on the Mook Rush?
Useless son of a bitch.
Okay, Gizmo, where are you at?
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Got it. Take this. Level up.
Gizmo,
What?
where are you at in terms of level?
Same place, third level, I think.
So, Bullet Station?
Sure.
Well,
So you, by the way, how was your? You said it was your aunt's birthday, I think it was.
Yep. Fuck Knuckles.
How was your aunt's birthday?
It was a birthday. It was fine.
Cool.
yeah,
Anybody get drunk?
that sounds about right for most family gatherings these days. It's like
God.
sometimes they used to actually be somewhat fun, but nowadays it's just like it's such a chore.
What are you talking about?
Just
I'm not saying I didn't have fun. I was just
No,
saying,
I'm saying like the feeling like it's like, oh, it was a thing that happened,
Yeah.
and that was more what I was referring to. So like, I'm not saying that family gatherings are bad. I'm just saying that back that and with family gatherings
Oh no.
on my end, and it used to just be like oh, this was a fun little thing that was happening.
And now it's just kind of like you go to a place, you do a thing, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And sometimes it's just like nowadays because of how in terms of those types of shindigs, I'm not exactly the most social person around. And it kind of gets hard to really Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of the same way about my own birthday sometimes, where it's like sometimes it's like, oh yeah, I like hanging around people, and then other times it's just like please just leave me alone.
Yeah, and my family doesn't like it when I would prefer to be left alone.
I don't mind socializing, but I just prefer being alone, doing my own thing.
Leave. Speaking of leave me alone.
Really steep here. Be careful.
Please, doctor. Doctor, give me the news. I need a prescription. I need a prescription in it. I need a prescription for less robots.
And more what? More cowbell?
Well, we are playing as Knuckles right now, so Bat Pussy would probably be a good start.
Why Bat Pussy specifically?
People
just
ship him in Rouge.
I mean, I get that part, but oh wait, we don't have time.
Jun Senua, I love you, but these chords of I Am the Eggman are starting to get on my nerves. Granted, I know that is mostly my fault.
Oh wow.
I need a level up for Knuckles, guys.
You know, Gizmo, sometimes whenever you make those types of noise, I'm always imagining you're somebody suddenly got a bit of a gag on you, and you're just going, huh?
Sounds like an aneurysm. That sounds so wrong. I'm sorry.
I apologize for that visual. It like that was the first thing that came to my head.
Fucking.
There we go for the last bingo board. Hopefully I can get through this in the time limit without any mishaps whatsoever. Let's fucking go.
Watch me rule the night away. Watch me blow you away. Die to my two fists. You fucking robots are gay. I don't know. I just threw that in there because I couldn't come up with any other rhyme.
Very impromptu singing.
Yes.
No, the dog's trying to kill me, and the toast has been laughing at me.
We're canceling Sonic the Hedgehog because he's homophobic.
Oh no.
Oh, damn it. No! I wanted aerial bingo! I wanted aerial bingo, not this bullshit.
Oh, back to square one.
Sorry.
Wah.
Sorry.
It's all good, it happens.
Wow, this sure is.
I felt a part of myself just die right there and then.
Yes! I got the final level up for Knuckles. Fucking finally! Jesus, thank you.
Has been curing my post-con depression. Oh, flashbacks to Kabata Ready 456's playthrough of Sonic Heroes.
Oh.
Jesus.
What was he? Was he this screamy?
Yeah.
Oh, Knuckles!
No!
Bingo Highway is going to be the end of me. I can just sense it. I can sense it in my feet. The Great Emerald's power allows me to feel.
Oh my god.
Knuckles, get your ass over here. There we go. Alright, let's try this again with more passion. And more emotion than an average Tara Reid performance.
Oh man, I thought I had it bad when I was 100%ing Sunshine on the Switch.
You poor sap.
It wasn't too bad, but I was prepared to go endure all of that.
By the way, Brain Scratch is still doing their 100% run of Sunshine, and as part of their 100,000 subs special.
No, Sonic, that wasn't my fault.
Ryan's the one.
Take every other death I've had. That wasn't my fault. Sonic just decided, I think the ground might be a good place to be.
I mean, the ground is usually a good place for anyone to be. Just, not in this context. Knuckles, where the fuck are you going right now? Granted, I appreciate us getting that many points, but come on, Knuckles. Be a real... Nope, never mind. I don't want that reality to come to pass.
What?
I was almost going to say be a real echidna, but then I'm like, oh wait, I know what that entails.
You don't want him to be a real echidna with his 5-headed penis, huh?
Four-headed?
Four-headed.
I can't believe I had to correct you on that one.
Well, I don't remember. Why would I remember how many heads Knuckles' dick has?
We've had this conversation before. And let's keep
True.
in mind, Sonic the Abridged Hog made a mention of this. Albeit it was invisible.
Does my invisible penis have 5 heads?
Why is this
4 heads?
This just sounds like an Ace Vane, like, goddamn clip going on.
Okay.
The kid has got 4 heads on the penis. Why the fuck did you know that? Damn, bro. I was just saying. If you want to be scientifically accurate, I don't care about no scientific shit. Motherfucker, no, I
Okay. Okay, Gizmo, for context sake,
Oh my god.
I don't want no smoke. I just wanted...
Okay, Gizmo, for context sake, in Sonic the Abridged Hog, essentially there was a running gag in that series starting from the movie, where Tails is like, he can't see his junk, but then Sonic's like, still there, it's just invisible.
Because they actually land. I think it's Tails, right?
Yeah, Tails is the one who
Yeah, so later in the OVA, Tails gets a fucking shot to the nuts.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And at one point, Tails is like, why are our genitalia invisible? But then Knuckles brings up, do you really want to wear pants? And Tails is like, yeah, good
Does
point.
Amy have an invisible pussy?
We don't know.
About that.
We don't know, nor do we want to know.
Not that I want to know. It's just, like...
I don't want to know because with bodies that small, I don't want to know how comically large or small they are.
My kingdom for Z targeting.
Tails, that's grammatically incorrect. And you're supposed to be the smart one of the group. It's supposed to be... It's not Eggman's robots. It's not look at all those Eggman's robots. It's
Look at
like
all of Eggman's robots. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, but Tails refers to a group of Eggman and Tails. The fuck are you doing right now?
Tails, please. I don't need you to tell the doc to bring on more robots. I'm pretty sure he already knows. And if he doesn't, well, I don't want to encourage him further.
Oh, I'm screwed, gentlemen. So... Sonic, why were you going backwards? Shut the fuck up, Tails! You're ruining this for me, Prower. You are actively ruining this for me. Sonic! Sonic! Where are you going?
Time for a team blast, because fuck this shit.
Oh, this stage could go right to hell.
Let's see. Ghostface.
Those were the
Censorship
easy
and banning
ones.
have become outdated practices. Yeah, I agree.
Got it.
Leave it to me, Dave.
Got it. Take this.
Okay. Hey.
There they are.
Oh, shut up, Knuckles. We won, didn't we?
Sonic. Not bad.
Leave it to me.
Stage 13, Egg Fleet. Get to Eggman's flagship.
Well, Alex, now you're in the last two stages of Sonic's campaign.
Discotech Media would... Yeah. I don't get why Discotech can't pick up old Yu-Gi-Oh! Like they've done with a bunch of other 4Kids dubs. That's probably held kind of close by Konami.
Yeah.
Discotech Media would probably, on SDBD, we'd probably get a sub release with the I would fucking,
Yeah, I'd buy that
I
in
would
a
fucking
heartbeat.
kill for that. That would be
Yeah.
amazing.
If there were sub-releases, I'd buy them, but only up to 5Ds.
Yeah.
Hey, I would, fuck getting anything, because I have, like,
I think if they were to do...
I think I found Arc 5 on Blu-ray at the Dollar Tree.
You know, the thing is that the Zexal English dub, at the very least, could actually work on a discotheque-style home release, since at the very least, you know, they actually bothered to finish that show. Oh, in English.
Yeah, they bothered to finish that one, but none of the good ones. Well, they finished, the original series, but like 5Ds, my fucking, which was one of my favorite fucking shows, did not get finished.
Yep. They skipped a lot of episodes in Season 2, and the Arc Crater arc was never dubbed.
At least they went back and finished the episodes that they skipped in Yu-Gi-Oh! The original series.
Yeah, but then we'd also have to get a completely separate dub for Season 0 if they plot to do everything from the beginning.
Oh, I don't think anybody's gonna let that thing see the light of day.
Why is that?
You know, a great bit of gag casting would be if they got Spike Spencer to play Shinji, and not Shinji. If they got Spike Spencer to play Yugi in that, because he could do his kid Shinji voice for regular Yugi, and then his adult Shinji voice for his.
Well, that's mostly because Megumi Ogata voices Yugi in that series.
Although I wouldn't mind seeing Dan Green do it one last time.
Yes, no one would have a problem with that, because he's got a very sexy voice.
Never forget Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 with the green-haired Kaiba.
I genuinely hate Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 because it is such a bad representation of what the show is. Like, Duel Monsters isn't a good representation of the early show either, of the early series either, but it's still, like, it's better to watch. Zexal came out around the time the lawsuit was filed. Yeah.
Yep. And we could have had a
There
dub
was
with...
supposed to be an uncut dub of Zexal as well.
Yeah, with Johnny Young Bosch with Johnny Young Bosch as Yuma and Vic Mignogna as Shark.
Dub,
Yeah, it was supposed to
but
be
they
a Bang
still
Zoom.
would have done some stuff like editing lip flaps, replacing the music, and not a fan of those outdated practices.
Yeah, neither am I. At the very least, we would have gotten it uncut.
That is true.
Probably.
So it's like trading. getting off one thing to get
Rough with the
another
smooth,
thing.
you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And sadly, the Yu-Gi-Oh dubs are still butchered and use outdated practices to this day, and I do not
The
care
Yu-Gi-Oh.
about the dub at all.
But hey, I couldn't
Yeah.
give less of a fuck about Yu-Gi-Oh anymore.
I can't.
the
blame
same.
you.
Stopped being something I liked a long time ago.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then there's
too many
also
goddamn shows and spin-offs.
yeah, and then there's also the fact that that Digimon ends up falling victim to this even in Digimon Cross Wars or Fusion, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I like a number of the cast members in this show's dub, but this music
It ain't-
this music is killing it. Is killing the vibe for me. As well,
At least it was the last time they used a replacement score on Digimon.
I don't know if the dub for the 2020 show did that, but I'm not in the mood for looking that show's dub up because, as one, I'm not a fan of the idea of the reboot, and two, a lot of the dub actors in that show can go fuck themselves.
Yeah. I did check the dub, and I checked the Japanese version of that reboot, and they do keep the original score.
How odd.
4Kids only got sued because Yu-Gi-Oh wanted to take that. Konami wanted to take the license back, but yeah, they said Nintendo had severed ties with them and began doing Pokemon on their own.
So yeah, I don't
that
think
is
Digimon
part
dubs
of-
use replacement scores anymore.
That is part of the story.
think-
I don't remember the rest of it though.
I did remember offhand try when that got dubbed, they kept
Yeah.
most of the original Japanese music intact.
Well, they eventually got Butterfly in for the for the third movie.
Okay,
He's
now I have to
dub.
go ban a bot from the Twitch chat.
Yeah.
Again.
Bloody
How is
boss,
it the-
waste of everyone's time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not even gonna report this one. I'm just gonna ban it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll report it later.
Yeah, Rob must be on that Fenton again.
Oh yeah.
What did
I
he
saw,
do this time?
Is he trying to is he trying to go after Mudahar for the videos he made?
He hasn't said anything about Mudahar except for the fact that he knows that he made a video about him, just not what was in it.
Oh.
He keeps on claiming that any video that's about him he just never seen, which is bullshit.
Yeah, as egocentric as that guy seems to be, it seems like he'd definitely wanna know, you know? Can I right click and save state? No, I can't. That's unfortunate.
All right, here we go for the last bingo table. Hopefully this time we'll get it
Tails
right.
did it.
Fucking
This time
Tail.
will be different.
And then it ends
Oh.
up being the exact same thing as before.
Fuck.
Oh god, you guys cannot tell. You guys would not believe how happy I am
You cleared it?
that we are in a different level with different music now.
Yep.
Finally. But actually, going back to my story about when I
It's
was
just
playing through
odd that
Sunshine.
4Kids was sued by TV Tokyo and Nihon Ad Systems, and their claim was illegal agreements with Funimation and Madman Entertainment, yet they didn't sue Funny or Madman. It is kind of weird.
Oh, interesting.
So apparently,
Hmm.
yeah, but Funimation was sued directly by the guy who plays Yugi in Japanese because of
Oh,
the
his agency, I believe it was. Or
Yeah,
Shinsuke
yeah.
Kazama.
because he wasn't paid for the
Music?
uncut version of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
this whole rights issue with Shinsuke Kazuma's management, I think.
Yeah, and
The
then
agency.
they also
Perfect.
so 4Kids had at one point uncut versions of Yu-Gi-Oh in, subbed in Japanese uploaded to their YouTube channel.
That's
With
true, that
everybody's voices audible except for Yugi's.
Odd.
They just muted Yugi's lines
which is weird.
rather than pay
I don't
Shinsuke
recall that
Kazuma
on YouTube, though.
for his voice.
They should have paid the man his royalties.
Pay the fucking man. It's for the fans, guys. It's for the fucking fans.
They don't believe in that policy, Alex. You should know
Apparently
that by
not.
now.
Oh yeah, no, it's Funimation, aka Crunchyroll, aka. I just want to bitch for a second about how when Crunchy stuff took over the Right Stuff anime store, rather than discontinuing the Crunchyroll store and merging it into the Right Stuff store as their storefront, it's a Gundam. I build Gundam models. You can't lie to me. That's a Gundam. Yeah. Even without Yu-Gi-Oh! Lawsuit, 4Kids was fucked. The loss of the Lehman Brothers and Pokemon. And the fact that they weren't paying Fox royalties for 4Kids TV. Yeah, they went over to the CW network, and then I could never get them except occasionally. So I just started watching all my 4Kids stuff on the 4Kids.tv website. Also, 4Kids had like a really bad reskin. Well, I mean, it wasn't like bad, but it was like, you know the game Gemcraft?
What about it?
Okay, so there's this game called Gemcraft, right? And 4Kids at one point decided they took Gemcraft and like added stuff from the show Chaotic to it, and they just had that on their website as Chaotic Gemcraft, and it was like not very. It was not very well edited because like the monsters were supposed to be like chaotic monsters, but they like kind of weren't.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, Gemcraft is one of my all-time favorite games now, and I've bought both Gemcraft 2 and 3 because of 4Kids stealing that game. So you know, can't say the guy hasn't made his money back off of me, but he probably hasn't made his money back off of everybody who played that game. Then again, it was free, so I don't know. I'm always kind of unsure as to how like, because you find freeware games and shareware games on like these, you know, pay $20 to get like 1,000 games, you know, CDs that you don't really see those anymore, unfortunately, which was kind of unfortunate because you could get like a lot of cool, like, you know, most of them were demos, you know, but there's stuff that I never would have found otherwise, especially back when I didn't have easy access to the internet.
Yeah, it all reminds me back to those underground samplers they put out for like consoles.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those are the days, huh?
Especially
Now
the time when
now you're lucky to get a
Colin
demo that
Johnny
even
did his.
works. 4Kids also lost money on Chaotic and supposedly got sued by that company as well. Chaotic is a really weird one. Because I remember that game, like, there were a couple of games back in the day. There was like Chaotic, there was Bakugan, and there was Dinosaur King. And Dinosaur King was a really fun card game that nobody played. Bakugan was a really shitty game that everybody played. And then Chaotic was... like, I never even got a chance to...
Bakugan was essentially Pokemon, Digimon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! all at once.
And there was a PS2 and Wii game based on Bakugan that I had.
Yeah.
And I basically just... It was, like, you didn't play as Dan. You played as...
Original the character?
Original the character.
Basically, going through.
Although, here's the
thing.
Here's the thing. That original the character had one of the best looking Bakugan ever. Because try to find a better name for a Bakugan than fucking Leonidas.
Yeah, no, you can't. Knuckles.
That's actually one of the
Yeah,
few.
no, that's
That's actually one of the few decent Bakugan games they put out.
Yep,
haven't
and
had-
I
unfortunately,
actually kind of hated that Bakugan game because, like, it was cool, but most of the gameplay was just like QuickTime events.
I didn't mind that. Booyaka shot! Hashtag attack! I don't know what an attack. I don't know what an attack is, but it sounds like the worst thing
Like,
ever.
like cowabunga, dudes.
Yeah,
Color me crazy. I think we might be. I think we might be going in circles.
How do you figure?
Well, it's just that this is very familiar territory, so to speak.
Like, not so fast, homeboy.
I don't
first
need
fight of-
another level up for fucking Sonic.
The game thinks otherwise. The game thinks, oh, you do need a level up for Sonic.
Rolling around at the speed of sound. Places to go. Gotta follow my rainbow. Never got into Bakugan. I love the figures. I still have my Bakugan from back in the day, right? I have all of them. I have the weird oversized McDonald's Bakugan, but I hated playing that game. Because you basically is just like, put your
Throw
card down,
ball.
roll the Bakugan,
Roll-
Bakugan,
roll-
try
roll
to
the Bak-
convince my nephew to watch TMNT03. Good. Yeah, that is the correct choice.
Yes.
Yes.
If you
That
want
is
a
true.
good, if you want a good way to have that, to own that show affordably, the recent DVD collection is a good way to do it. It's not super great in terms of like ideal releases because there was a really good, there's a really good HD upscale.
Oh, but it's
done for
only a...
really high, but it is only on Paramount Plus, and they didn't put
Which
it on Blu-ray.
And the version of Turtles Forever is not the uncut extended edition, from what I understand.
No, it is not. You will have to sail the high seas for that.
Yep.
That is actually true.
Which is rather unfortunate, but But
You know, sucks, but whatever.
we'll take what we can get.
Yeah, kind of like I shouldn't have to hunt down like like a fan-made color-corrected version of Dragon Ball, but
Because Toei is really bad at their job, as is Funimation.
yeah, Toei and Funimation are among they're
Yeah.
the worst there is at what they do, and what they do best is unfortunately quite good. So
Yeah. Especially like when it came to the Japanese Dragon boxes, like well, for the most part they cleaned up as much as they could with the dirt, but like and
No,
retained
they
the
did
4x3.
no,
But
they did
unfortunately-
not. They did not.
Yeah.
They did not clean those releases at all, unfortunately.
Well, when Toei released the Dragon boxes, like
Nope.
the colors look so warped.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. There's still hairs and dirt and dust and crap all over the screen in the Dragon boxes. It just looks slightly less bad because the Funimation film is third generation, and
Yeah, it's like a copy of it.
yeah, it's a copy of a copy. And here's the thing: the Funimation film looks really good when you scan it properly and have. Am I just on an elevator down forever? Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
At least Paramount and Nickelodeon put it on DVD. Yeah, at least. Yeah, Funimation had the rights to do to put out Turtles discs back in the day, and their Turtles discs are inexcusably terrible.
Oh.
Like they just don't have all the episodes in proper order.
oh my god, even I remember AVGN when he did his Turtles retrospective, like he even made a comment about about that.
Yep.
Knuckles, I think you should be eating considerably healthier, or if you think your heart stopped from that, because trust me when I say this, that's not what you that because I don't know how much protein you consume on a daily basis. Hopefully not as much as Arc System Works' characterization of Akihiko Sanada, because that characterization is so bad. Because they think that Akihiko Sanada only cares about protein.
Funimation's cropped versions of DBZ are inexcusable, DNR to death. So yes, so the season Blu-rays, so the season DVDs and the season Blu-rays are both horrible.
Yes.
The season Blu-rays slightly less so because they are ADV over Funimation. ADV had better releases.
It depends. I can't really say.
And yet, there are some people that will blindly defend the season sets, the Blu-rays.
So the season DVDs are really bad because they have the gamma turned all the way up. Like there's
Especially
white and black
season
crush.
2.
Yeah, all over the place. Season 3, Season 3 was actually like not that bad in terms of overall visual quality, and they got better as time went on, but they are just, they're not good. And unfortunately they are still in circulation, and even under the Crunchyroll, even under the new Crunchyroll whole thing. Crunchyroll also reissued the Blu-ray set, even though they put out the steelbooks. Now the 30th anniversary steelbooks they're not good either. Like they're not ideal.
They're in the proper aspect ratio.
They are in the proper aspect ratio. Episode 1 is overcropped for some reason in like 3 or 4 shots. But here's the thing. It actually looks pretty good overall. Like it's barely tolerable, but it's tolerable. Like I'll take it over not having an HD version of Dragon Ball if I have to, you know. But you know, this is a
I think I'm gonna
subsidiary.
I think I'm gonna continue to the story.
They have no excuse. ADV didn't have region locks. Yes, that's true. Funimation technically doesn't either because they did region.
Oh no!
1,
What did I
2,
come back
4,
to?
I think was on their DVDs.
Guys, what did I come back to?
And on their Blu-rays. And then on their Blu-rays, they do region A and B, I think, because they also reuse their discs for like a bunch of manga UK releases because they're co-owned over there.
I heard, I think I'm totally not marked, like France got a very competent release of the original Dragon Ball Blu-ray.
They did.
The Dragon Ball Blu-rays look really good for being upscales, you know? And like that's the thing. They're
on top of the audio being like almost straight up from the original broadcast.
Yeah, well that's another problem. Like Toei didn't keep the magnetic masters, so original Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and a couple episodes of GT are all stuck in mono.
Yay!
And that's the weirdest thing. Like when GT got the Dragon Box treatment, like the Japanese audio was set in mono, but when it was broadcast back in the day, it was
broadcast.
Like
it was in stereo.
Yep, optical audio.
Yeah. It's like someone at Toei didn't think people would think the inconsistency.
People think that their audiences are stupid.
Yeah. It's like, well, you know, Dragon Ball fans, you know, we can't read. Crunchy's reissue of Fully Cooley is the Funimation version, upscaled because production IG doesn't have the film reel. So yeah, if they ever wind up doing Trigun, it's gonna be an upscale too, and it's probably gonna be thrown through the fucking fours process that that the studio formerly known as Q-Tech came up with.
Yeah, I think. Oh my god, you know, even during my rewatch of Kai, that was the weird thing I really didn't understood when it came to the remastering of the Blue Saga. Like, instead of Toei getting Q-Tech to do the remastering process like they did with the first 98 episodes, Toei just straight up opted to do the remastering in-house. And I'm gonna be honest, it's nowhere near as good compared to Q-Tech's handling.
That's saying something, because Q-Tech is infamous for being terrible at their jobs. I'm convinced that somebody at Toei has like a monitor that is dying that they're using for color correction, because this is like Kai is not the the Final Chapters is not the only release that is horribly green tinted. Like Broly has a green tint, and
Superhero has a green tint.
And
that's the weird thing. Super Broly.
Funimation has been ducking. Funimation was ducking my my emails about that until they were literally bought out by, well, not bought out because they were already owned by Sony, until they were literally absorbed by a different entity, and now, like, I'm gonna have to like email Crunchyroll about it now, to see if they actually.
Alex, don't forget that this is the same company that hid fan mail from David Wald.
Oh yeah. Well, well, their mail department is both evil and incompetent, because they sent. So I bought my copy of Hellsing Ultimate, the complete collection, plus the complete collection of Dragon Ball on DVD. This is like, DVD and Blu-ray for Hellsing, DVD for Dragon Ball. And it was just in a box without any padding.
Oh my god.
And it, most of it was fine, but my copy of Hellsing Ultimate Part 1, the episodes 1 to whatever.
1 through 4?
Yeah, episodes 1 through 4.
Let's see.
Is had a torn slip cover, right? So I mailed them, and they said, "Oh yeah, we'll send you out another one." And that thing sat in the mailroom for like 2 weeks before they shipped it out.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Let's see, Ghostface. You want to talk about bad Blu-ray releases?
I emailed them about it.
Let's see.
And they
Pokemon
said,
Indigo
"Oh, sorry. Pokemon Indigo League upscaled from Digibeta tapes, blurry overprocessed, and have Telecine wobble." Yeah, They
really
look better. The Indigo League Blu-rays look better than the DVDs, though.
Yep.
Like they are upscaled from the Digibetas. I will give you that. But the Digibetas can look really good when upscaled. We're currently seeing that with Reboot. Reboot looks really good in HD. It's not ideal. Because, like, what would have been ideal is them going back and remastering the show from scratch, right?
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen, because even Japan hasn't done that.
No.
We have like 1 or 2 episodes of the original series in HD. Looks really good, but they just haven't put it out.
Charmy, get in the flower!
I think that was something that was kind of a weird little pet peeve I had with the Dragon Boxes, is that because of the color warping, like, you have character skin tones looking a bit more pinkish.
Yeah,
like
everybody looks like they got high
greenish.
blood pressure.
Yeah, and The blue sky is looking all more like a bluish green, almost as
I
if
kind
they
of
were
like
on Namek.
I kind of like that Namek sky was green though. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Namek sky looking different is one thing, but like Earth skies look fucked up too.
Yeah.
Same thing. People are people are complaining about the same thing when it comes to the Sailor Moon stuff. Like, they
right.
They
Yeah.
like the fact that Sailor Moon's pink hue wasn't a part of it. I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
And that's Redshift, though. That wasn't even in the original broadcast. That was
No, but I get that
for
too,
the
because
Viz
considering
release.
pink, girl, didn't the pink hue make sense though? Considering the
No. So here's the thing: the original broadcast of Sailor Moon, even the original broadcast in English, didn't have that tint. That was a fuck up on the Viz part, on the part of Viz, because they, like, even there was a different Blu-ray released in Italy, I think it was, with the same masters, and it wasn't pink.
I think I could have sworn I read in an interview somewhere that
are they worth $40? So here's the problem. It looks better than the DVDs, but you still gotta buy the DVDs to get the complete Indigo League set. So you might as well just buy the DVDs.
Yep,
They haven't done any more. They've done
they've only done
movies.
They've only done the Indigo League and the movies and nothing else. Didn't do Orange Islands. Didn't do Johto.
I believe they did X and Y on Blu-ray. They might have done one of the other ones.
Only in Germany, I think.
No. The ones
Or
you're thinking
X
of
and Y.
cover something else. No, I'm thinking of. Hang on. Now I'm gonna have to look this up.
Yeah, because I did look up that X and Y to Blu-ray release in Germany, I think, but it's interlaced. Again, I could be wrong.
Yeah, 90% chance that's a SDVD release. X and Y 3-movie collection. Diamond and Pearl. Pikachu.
Actually, yeah, now that I look back on it,
Let's see. Sun and Moon. That was what it was.
No, yes, Sun and Moon, one of the seasons had a Blu-ray release, I know that.
So there's the Pokemon triple feature 1 through 3. There's the Miramax multi-feature, which shoves like 4 almost unrelated movies onto one disc.
Yeah, they put in Pokemon, the 4th Pokemon movie.
I'll be back.
Yeah, Pokemon Heroes.
Heroes.
Jirachi Wishmaker and Destiny Deoxys.
Yeah. And there's the Diamond and Pearl and Black and White collections. And then those are all like.
Did Lucario Mystery of Mew ever get released in one of these?
Lucario Mystery of Mew.
As far as releases go in English, there's no Blu-ray release and there's no widescreen version.
Nope.
Are you serious? Is Lucario Mystery of Mew is the last best Pokemon movie that 4Kids dubbed?
Yeah.
So there's a 2-disc version. There is a 2-disc version released by Viz in 2006, and there is a 1-disc version released by Viz in 2013, and Blu-ray.com has them both listed as 4x3. What are you doing to me, guys?
What are you doing to me, game?
Yeah,
this is getting ridiculous.
And the only affordable DVD release of fucking
oh yeah, and then there's Pokemon Ranger or Temple of the Sea.
Yeah. Oh, that one.
But yeah, the only affordable DVD release of
hell, I missed that
Forever
one.
in widescreen is the one that's shoved the Echo Bridge disc. It was shoved onto like 4 movies. It was the same 4 movies on one disc. But it's still, it's a DVD instead of Blu-ray, so it's even more crammed down. There was a re-release of Pokemon Forever from Paramount in 2020? What?
No, I am not aware of this.
That is interesting.
Bullshit, but interesting.
2014 DVD. 2011 DVD. another 2003 DVD. There's also a 2-disc set from Echo Bridge of Pokemon Forever, Lunar Gym, Tony Hawk Boom Boom Sabotage, Bionicle 3 Web of Shadows, Henry's World, Cars Life 2, Pokemon Heroes, and Beyblade, the movie, Fierce Battle.
Lucario and the Mystery
None of
Mew
those
also
make
has
sense.
a clusterfuck of a god that's known as the Mastermind of Mirage Potion. That is actually true.
And there's a 5-pack which features Pokemon fun movies and a fucking Tony Hawk thing on it. Not that I dislike Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk's a cool
Yeah, I know the feeling, because I think,
this is just stupid.
yeah, the Mastermind of Mirage did get
Paramount
two
owns
different
Miramax,
gods.
yeah.
It's, when the Diamond and Pearl movies try to have like a interconnected like plot hunt going on between the first 3 films, but then I'm like, and because of the Zora arc movie, I'm like, yeah, you kind of lost that interconnectivity with the fact that we're now moving on from the Arceus plot to shilling the Gen 5 Mon.
Yeah. Try to get people hyped up, but at what cost?
I have the Blu-ray release of the Diamond and Pearl films, and they look good. I think I have the Steelbook version of that because it was like $5 on a Prime Day deal. Every now and again, the Steelbook versions of certain things become cheaper than the standard one. Like I got Groundhog Day on Steelbook because it was like $10-15 cheaper than the standard edition.
I really like the aesthetic of the 4K for the 2014 Godzilla movie.
Oh yeah, that's a good set too. Oh, sorry, it's a good release. Because the original Blu-ray was infamously kind of overly dark in places, and the 4K kind of fixed that. Not totally, but it did. Yeah. It did help.
For once Warner Brothers did something right.
Yes, although Warner Brothers did not wind up re-releasing that film on a remastered Blu-ray, even though it would have benefited from that. Shaman and the Sky Warrior
now that I'm looking at the Sailor Moon DVD
from Mark Thompson.
Yeah. I did actually like that one, the Shaman and the Sky Warrior one.
Wasn't a big fan of
Like
Shaman
the
in that.
Pro movies.
I don't like Shaman in that movie. Shaman was annoying and a bit of a little shit in that. And he's also voiced by 4Kids. It's Tails. Probably my least favorite Tails voice.
I prefer 4Kids Tails to Tails in this. And the other adventure games, adventure-related era.
Yeah. And that was kind of a weird thing during the adventure era where they would often try to get child actors until they
That's fair, but
eventually settled. Yeah.
That's fair, but Amy Pallant doesn't try to sound like a boy at all.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in Japanese, I think by the time they got to Heroes, they ended.
I mean, Tails' games say you.
They should have just given Tails, like, they should have gotten somebody who had a deeper voice than Knuckles to play Tails.
Why?
Shits and giggles.
That. Hey, Sonic. So
having the Team Chaotix already.
Come on, Charmy. Get the goddamn chip!
Oh man, I love my Pro version. Man,
Charmy. No shit, Sherlock. Next, you're gonna tell me
Oh,
that
God damn
people die when they are killed. Only one dipshit gets to tell me that, and his name is Shiro Emiya.
God dang.
This group of his sword.
That just reminded me of what. It all reminded me of a time a fan did record Sam Riegel saying that line.
Oh God.
Never saw it. I have 2 Blu-ray releases of the '98 film. One is the original Sony, and the other is a mastered and 4K release. Yeah, that was back when Sony was like, they were trying to do like 4K stuff, but they didn't really have. There wasn't a 4K Blu-ray standard, so they just did like ultra high bitrate Blu-rays with HDR.
Charmy, that was just weird. What if when and if they introduced Team Chaotix to the movie, they suddenly in the movie continuity they come off as supposedly competent, but in reality they actually are just, you know, kind of lame at their job.
I'm now picturing them being like Batman and Robin in the Adam West show.
Would they be running against a green screen?
Vector.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I was thinking more like an Inspector Gadget sort of way.
But you want to know who the
Save
only
me.
you want to know who the only sane member of this version of the team of the Chaotix is?
Which one?
SBO.
But I'd like to see a version of Pokemon Heroes without the stupid dark blue tint. I'm pretty sure that was because Harvey Weinstein supervised the distribution of that film. Yeah, well, now that Harvey Weinstein's dying, hopefully we can unfuck the things he's destroyed throughout his life.
Maybe we'll get a cut of TMNT 2007 with Quentin Flynn as Casey Jones.
Yeah, remember that? Remember?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Man. We're the Tree Warriors!
What?
For the record, that was purposefully tone deaf because Team Chaotix is tone deaf and terrible at singing.
I mean, like, why were you singing the Dream Warriors?
That's their Team Blast! You don't know?
No.
You never tried their Team Blast before?
No.
Okay, give me a song to sing in tone with a tone deaf voice. Give me a song.
Okay, sing me, Heaven and Hell by Black Sabbath as Vector.
I don't know that song. You know what? I got a better one. I'll be the rat on about the words of many you.
Spend the day away. Let's go. Around the lake.
Team Blast is busted, by the way.
It is.
Look that! We already have another one!
So, I guess it's a more in-depth way of how it works. Basically, every enemy you kill, you get rings. And because rings fill up your team blast, that also means you'll fill up effect. So essentially, you create this perpetual motion machine.
Seriously, come on.
They're kind of OP during multiplayer.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! I can't believe that worked.
We're singing that song backwards on purpose. The fuck do you mean those were the easy ones, you old coot?
Yeah, now that I look back at the old Sailor Moon
the best
DVD,
teams in multiplayer, surprisingly, because of that team blast. It's like
time,
the Amy multiplayer situation.
these looked much worse than...
Again, I apologize for my tone deaf singing. I was just doing that to ham up the team blast.
It's all good.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's just I know that I'm loud.
I got killed.
That's alright.
I lost my key.
Don't worry, mate, I can be loud too.
I lost my key.
So yeah, SBO would be the only
Getting to the
saint.
end of a level without being hit is too much to ask for.
Okay, so one thing to note about the version of the Team Chaotix that I'm coming up with is, and despite how, and Charmy B, it would be the obligatory kid appeal character because of course he is.
I mean, it always has been.
And he would end up be and essentially he's essentially it's like SPO and Vector. It's like
there we go.
He's trying to tell SPO and Vector, like, I can be a big part of the team too. Oh, don't treat me like I'm a kid. And Vector and SPO are like, we're not treating you like you're a kid. We're treating you, well, you know what?
Like you're a bee.
Not the route I was going for.
That's racist, I think.
Because let me put it to you this way: you remember how Hollywood treats a certain in mental handicap, right?
Yeah.
Charmy would be the obligatory overpowered kid with autism.
I mean, I feel more.
So we have to be extra protective about him against the Predator.
Yes.
The Predator wants all of his tism to themselves.
What was with that movie?
The Predator is a really bad film.
I know it is. James St. Denise's kill count has told me enough about it. So yeah, SBO would be the only sane man, but surprisingly the smartest member of this group is actually Vector, or despite him appearing to be the dumb muscle.
I mean, you're basically describing King Chaos in soft heroes. I mean, Vector's always been the smart one.
Yeah, but keep in mind, Charmy B would be overpowered because of his disability.
By the way,
They'd be like, people would be like, why would you even do that anyway? Hey, it doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, did it make sense for any movie at least to do that with recently with that type of thing going on? No, it did not. So guess what? I'm going the logical Hollywood route.
So the completely illogical route.
Yes, exactly.
I do say I will like what the the IDW comics did with them during the Metal Virus saga.
I swear, and I swear, I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to be ableist here. I'm just.
Hey, this fucking robot.
I'm just trying. I'm just trying to go where the movie route would go.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
As for their voices, I would want their game voices, but I would rather have Troy Baker. I would rather have Troy Baker than Matt Mercer. What?
Ooh, swing and a miss. Wait, I'm talking about their hero's voice or Fortune?
I'm talking their Studiopolis voice, their LA voices.
Got it.
Because I would prefer to have Troy Baker over Matt Mercer if I were given the choice.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh god, you have to start from the beginning.
I only started from the beginning because I wanted that A rank.
I mean, I get you're ahead, but man, you don't have the style on them.
I'm back.
Hey,
Welcome back.
Okay. So Gizmo. Oh, you missed my pitch for, or what would potentially be the movie version of Team Chaotix if they were ever introduced to the movie.
Look at this. Look at this bullshit.
And you wonder why.
Leave that to Hollywood. They're already doing good so far.
Okay. Anybody want to give Gizmo the
run? Show people what's going on. It immediately goes right.
Okay. Hey, anybody want to give a rundown onto what I was summarizing to Gizmo?
I came late, so I got nothing.
It sucks when it comes to autism representation. They always use autism speaks or
All I know is Charlie
autism
was apparently the Superman and had able because he was autism.
Okay, Gizmo, to give you a rundown, it's like Team Chaotix would kind of come off as though would kind of seem like they were like 60s Batman and Robin in a way, running against a green screen. And so you hear
I was thinking more along the lines of how they solve their
mysteries.
I was like I can just imagine.
Well, that
like,
too.
Standing around like Batman or Robin is like, of course, the only possible explanation, and it's something really fucking stupid that Charmy's come up with.
Clutching moron.
Yeah, but then Espio would be the only sane man of the group. Vector is surprisingly the smartest member of Team Chaotix, and Charmy is Hollywood autistic.
That's what I said.
Why would SBO be the
when you said Hollywood autistic, I got like Hollywood Hulk Hogan in my head.
I think you said Vector. What's the surprise smart one?
Okay, yeah, but here's the thing, Gizmo. Vector would kind of come off as a dum-dum because he goes along with a lot of Charmy's weirdness.
You realize Vector practically doesn't like Charmy that much either.
Yeah, but that's the joke.
Well, I'm not seeing it.
I'm sad now. If you'll excuse me, I have to go commit ritual Sudoku.
God, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. That's not a fun game.
I don't even like this puzzle.
Man, if people say Sonic, I'm sorry. I still say Heroes will destroy the Dark Ages.
Tails.
I will die on that hill.
The hills have eyes, you know?
Yeah, well,
What the hell?
Back.
What, have you never heard of that movie?
What?
The hills have eyes? The Hills Have Eyes.
I've heard of that movie. What do you think? What the hell, too?
I probably need to rewatch that movie again. One of those movies in the bucket.
So.
Old movies I need to remember. Man, Shadow.
Okay, so out. Say, and I was saying to the guy, I was like, as for their voices, I would prefer their LA voices. But if I were to choose which voice for Espio, I'd go with Troy Baker.
No.
Or because I don't want Matt Mercer.
I'm sure, yeah. We have our issues with Matt Mercer.
Yeah, if it's between one and the other, I'd have to go with Troy.
Baker's standard McDefault. A lot of them sound too alike.
Matt Mercer's getting there, though.
I mean, you can tell their voices, but yeah, I can see your point.
Okay.
And for Espio, you said?
Yeah, he voiced Espio. Oh, initially in the Studiopolis cast.
Cool. How about don't?
Yeah,
Why?
Why Matt Mercer?
There's literally all these other voice actors that are waiting.
Yeah, but if we're picking from people who have already done the voice.
Yeah.
How about pick someone who didn't?
You really want a celebrity voice for all of this?
Doesn't have to be a celebrity voice from Hollywood. Why was that your first accusation?
Well, like, go for either, like, you know.
I mean, remember what Sonic is in Sonic for you is exactly a celebrity.
Oh, and as for their debut,
Sonic motion picture, this is a live action movie.
What about if? And you're gonna hate me for this.
What?
Pedro Pascal.
Fuck off.
Well, Kevin said Troy Baker, and they have a role in common.
I mean,
who's ready to see Joel in one, number 2?
Hi, Joel. I'd like you to meet your other twin, Joel.
Yeah. All the moms in the audience are gonna be fucking pissed when their husbando gets fucking golf clubbed to death.
by Buff Laura Bailey.
Did you see that Abby isn't even going to be bulking up as much as she
Yeah, that's fair. That would actually be a fair casting. And I would have liked.
Bailey was like, yeah.
I would have liked seeing. Yeah, that's a fair casting, Gizmo. Oh, I would like to see Conroy as Espio. And though as for their first debut, they would appear in a Knuckles and Shadow spinoff where the two of them are operating as buddy cops.
Yeah, I totally want to see
Why do
this
you want
now.
this so badly to be a spinoff?
Because Knuckles
chaotic thing.
Knuckles would be like, I think I know some people who might be able to help us, and Shadow's like, oh really? And who would those be? And then we have a transition a la 60s Batman.
Maybe get Tara.
Yeah, who now?
Play Charmy, because at least she'll give her own spin on it. I'll take her over anyone else that voiced Charmy.
Really? Even over Colleen?
Fuck off. I do not like the Charmy voice. That Charmy voice, they got all day wasted. How about suck my dick? Shut up. Fucking living. Oh, Cream annoys me. Cream annoys you? And not this little bumbling tone fucker not? I removed his stinger, bitch.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
always been the most annoying character of the Sonic cast.
Somehow I managed to make that.
Because I'm a bee. It's what I do.
You're a free bee.
You know, I eat crowbars.
Okay. Hey. Okay, so what? So
just give me fucking, give me Tara Strong, man. I like it. At least when I hear her voice, I'm gonna hear at least a voice I'm familiar with that doesn't annoy me.
I don't want to hear Timmy Turner coming out of Charmy's mouth, though.
yeah,
She's voiced other characters.
I know, and
I don't want to hear Ben Tennyson coming out of that mouth either.
yeah.
Or Harley Quinn.
Probably gonna do is like, I don't know, like a Pinkie Pie or Bubbles-esque character.
God.
I'd rather hear Bubbles come out of Charmy's voice.
Harley Quinn as fucking with the Charmy voice. Charmy with the Harley Quinn voice. That's... No.
No.
No, I think...
Bubbles.
I'm thinking that's a whole lot of no.
Yep.
I mean, maybe the Bubbles voice might work.
Yeah, I just told you the Bubbles voice
Yeah,
would work.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm responding. Yeah, I think the Bubbles voice could work. If I had to get gun to my head and take one.
Okay. Hey, So what would exactly with the mystery they'd be solving alongside Knuckles and Shadow be? Let's see.
I mean, I would have just preferred to talk Knuckles Chaotix references here and there, you know?
Yeah.
Who's gonna play Vector then?
Keith Silverstein.
Who?
His current voice actor. He's Speedwagon in JoJo.
Oh, yeah, that's not gonna happen. No, I'm not that I hate him. Not gonna happen. I just don't see it happening.
Hollywood, I'm guessing.
Yep, because Hollywood.
I actually think Keith's got a really good Vector voice. Find the computer room.
Find a computer room.
I'm telling you guys, we're gonna have to do Child the Hedgehog when it eventually. You can't escape it.
I'm gonna take whoever voiced Vector in the fucking Dooba Scooba skits. He was more tame.
That is super
what
not gonna happen.
Dude, he's more tame sounding. He's not trying to be loud. He's just trying to come by and answer me. He's trying to come by and answer me. You know, trying to calm everything down, but still want to party.
I have no idea what this even is. So that and Shadow's immediate first reaction and is like, you really couldn't have gotten us anybody else. And Knuckles is like,
hang on. What if the other guy from Bill and Ted was
like give
Vector.
him a deep bro voice? That actually would pretty much fit.
And then you got Lawrence Fishburne to play
Welcome
SBO.
to Service Chaotix, where we take cash, credit,
grass or ass?
Escrow, Bitcoin, and cash. You said cash. Whoa, I did.
Fuck.
Dude.
And I'm Vector the Crocodile. I can see that happening.
What about Lawrence Fishburne as SBO?
What do we want as SBO?
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yes. No one else.
So we get somebody else from the Matrix.
No one else. No one else as Lawrence Fishburne as SBO.
Oh.
Tom Holland as Charmy B.
Oh,
Okay, that.
You know what?
Yeah, that. Yeah, you know what? That's fair.
I know. Oh.
He's not gonna
I'm reminded that one video Alex Lee made where it's like Tom Holland as Yoshi. I'm like, what?
Oh dear. And they do what they did with
Sometimes Hollywood.
Or you know what? Speaking of Alex Lee, he could do a good SBO voice.
Who?
Zenitsu in Demon Slayer.
Who?
And Luke in
Oh,
Street
dear.
Street Fighter 5 and 6.
He's Joker
Nice.
from Persona 5.
No, that's Xander Mobus.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
fucking God.
I was gonna say.
Alex Lee is Makoto Yuki in Persona 3 Reload.
Right, wrong Persona.
Fuck,
guy.
fuck,
Yeah, I
fuck,
haven't
fuck,
played
fuck.
that yet.
Oh, holy shit.
But yeah, overall, Alex Lee would make if not Troy Baker or Matt Mercer, I would get Alex Lee for Espio.
No, Lawrence Fishburne. We decided already. The moment that name was uttered, Lawrence Fishburne.
No, I did not decide already. I had it. There was an option, and that seemed
But
a bit
seriously, Lawrence
preferable at the time.
Yep, Lawrence Fishburne.
I would not be able to see it. I don't see
You're not
the
seeing it, you're
vision.
hearing it.
You can't picture Morpheus. What if I told you the voice of Morpheus coming out of Espio's mouth would be
What if I told-
intoxicating?
What if I told you he never said that in the entirety of the Matrix trilogy?
It's
What if
either
I
that
told
or
you I
get the
didn't
guy who
fucking
played-
care?
It's either him or get the guy who played Teal'c in Stargate.
Indeed.
Who?
Kratos.
Kevin? Yeah,
T.C.
Kevin.
Carson?
Yeah, sure.
Not Christopher
Fuck all the
Judge?
normies- Fuck all the normies.
Christopher
who know
Judge,
from
yes.
Goddamn God of War. Oh, he's the guy from God of War. No, he's the guy from fucking Stargate. Shut up. You
know,
knew him
forgetting-
as Kratos. I knew
He's-
him as fucking Teal'c. We're not the same.
You know- Well, I
So,
mean,
you
I
know
also.
what- you know what
Well, I
we could
mean,
do?
I
We could
first
get-
heard.
We could
No,
get
no, here's-
Christopher Judge as Vector, and then we could have God, who's the guy who played?
No. Mike Judge as
Mike
as,
Judge.
Mike Judge as fucking
Mike Judge is Charmy.
No, Mike Judge as fucking Vector the Crocodile.
Oh, see, I was gonna say Christopher Judge as Vector, and then get what's his name who played Dr. Daniel. Fuck, I'm losing my Stargate
Oh.
lore.
It's already my dinner time. Gotta get going, guys.
Hey,
Take care.
see you
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Dr.
No
Dan
problem.
Jackson, get the guy who played Dan Jackson into to be Espio.
No.
So, and meanwhile, they would have to be bouncing off of. Yeah, but let's also keep in mind. Let's keep in mind they'd also have to be bouncing off of Keanu Reeves and Idris Elba.
Oh yeah, that's why I wanted. That's why I suggested Lawrence Fishburne.
What about Chris Hemsworth
No,
What
I
about
mean
as Vector?
Espio, well, no, as Vector, sure. Only if we get his brother as, and I'm not talking about Liam. I'm talking about Tom Hiddleston as
Wait, Tom?
Espio.
Okay, that would also be kind of fair, but at the same time, we're getting too MCU heavy.
I know, but then we get Tom Holland. We can keep Tom Holland as Charmy.
I still
Sonic,
want.
what are you doing?
I mean, I don't know, man. I still want Mike Judge to voice Vector the Crocodile.
Matt Mercer is a good voice for
Something
Trafalgar
about-
Law. The hills are alive with the sound of mucus.
Something about that Beavis voice he does, or one of the King of the Hill voices might fit Vector. Imagine him boom out.
God damn it, Charmy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
kick
fucking
your
damn
ass.
I got a
tell
little
you
thing.
what, that beat ain't right.
Okay, but again, now that we've had
Sorry, Ben,
had
I
that.
did not see your message. Ben asks, mind if I join the call? Looks like Rockstar and 5M might be violating quite a number of laws, and I want to share the news. It's not actually that big of a bunch of news. Essentially, like, Rockstar and 5M are trying to file some lawsuits, and there's not really enough news out about it to talk about. It's just
Wait, the game studio or?
So Rockstar were trying to. They were doing some mod takedowns, I think, and they were also well, you know, they were also going after the guys who made the remastered Vice City.
Of course.
Oh, it's gotten worse.
They really
Because
hate the fact that someone can show them up with mods.
I mean, that's kind of with any company, really. I mean,
Not really.
except for
Sega.
Sega. Well,
Sega at least
I was about
hired
to Sega.
fucking Taxman.
Yeah. I was
They
about
didn't
to
do it
say
for
Sega.
very long, but they hired him. No,
I was
Ben.
about to say
We can talk about this later. But yeah, for right now, we're kind of Sonic Heroes centric.
Yeah, let's keep it Sonic related. Speaking of Sonic stuff,
So,
Sonic Galactica finally got its demo.
yeah.
Oh wow. That's angry. Nice.
I am so nervous about falling that I'm using Charmy to grind.
Oh, thank fucking God. Okay.
Finally.
I don't really care. I don't really buy Rockstar games anymore.
What do you mean by that?
I buy them like used if I ever wind up picking up any Rockstar games, you know.
I don't think I have. I mean, other than the Batman games, I don't think I have played a.
That's
Rockstar
Rocksteady,
game.
not Rockstar.
Oh,
And
Rocksteady's kind of fucked up these days too.
Well, then I got enough.
Destroy 30
input on this
capsules.
then. What the fuck did Rockstar do again?
LA Noir.
There's a bunch of things that Rockstar has done. Technically, they kind of picked up LA Noir, because LA Noir wasn't done by them. LA Noir was finished by them, though.
You know, every time I think of LA Noir, all I can think is, well, one certain line.
Fuck young boys.
Yeah, that one.
After Rockstar's buyout of 5M, a group within 5M took over, including the original founder out of the company, stole the source code of GTA 5.
Jarrett's not here, Gizmo.
Okay.
Oh, God damn it.
18 naked hedgehogs at Green Hill Zone. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
We're now just picturing Amy
hedgehog. Wait a minute.
saying 18 naked Sonics in the showers at Freedom Fighter headquarters.
But he's always naked.
Wait, Sonic's always naked.
He really doesn't have anything to hide anyway.
Except for that invisible penis. Ghostface says, I don't know if they own it now, but Rockstar does indeed. I would like to see a remaster of Driver as well. 5M is in a near unplayable state. Rockstar lost millions over it, and Rockstar and 5M are both involved in stealing and illegally selling mods. Mods they themselves have taken down, including Liberty City mod. Is that the mod? Is that the modded version of Liberty City? That's kind of like the Vice City thing, or is that something else?
No, I think that's where they add Vice City to Grand Theft Auto 4's map. I think.
Oh, cool.
I could be thinking of another mod.
Man.
Seriously, this stage gives me so much anxiety when it comes to falling that I just resort to using.
Liberty City has made a statement they tried to contact Rockstar but got no contact. Yeah, sounds about right.
Oh, fucker!
On.
So.
Man. I get why companies have a kind of stigma against mods, you know, the whole cheating thing like that, but they really need to lighten up on mods.
You know, it used to be fairly simple. Yeah, Vice City is different. Liberty City for GTA 5 is a recreation of GTA 4's map and the GTA 5 engine. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, at least let me keep the cosmetic mods.
Yeah, it's kind of like, man. Fuck it. Rockstar and 5M committed a lot of fraud. At the very least, they're just scum, you know? Whether it's illegal or not, this is shitty behavior. Especially for a company that already doesn't have a great relationship with the fans. Especially after, like they lost a lot of goodwill after that quote-unquote remaster. When, you know,
So,
up until recently, you were able to buy PS2 versions of the original GTA trilogy for like 30, 40 bucks. I say somehow, Rockstar is somehow also the victim in this because they got scammed by 5M. Well, I look forward to reading the inevitable documentary about this that Frederick Knudsen will make.
You know, I keep forgetting there's a first-person mode in this game.
I keep forgetting a lot of things about this game.
And again, I kind of don't want to remember this game, except for the final boss. I will give this game shit, but I will say the final boss is probably the best. In terms of music and feel.
Well, let's just say it's what. There's a reason why Roland Nolan uses that theme as his intro for, or his Sonic the Hedgehog.
One company doesn't commit fraud, it's inevitable. I mean, there are some companies that probably don't.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Nintendo keeps claiming that emulation is illegal.
Yeah, but it's technically not fraud. They even later on admitted that
it's just incorrect, is what it is.
they even later on admitted, like this year or a little or like late last year, that emulation is not illegal and should only be used in certain circumstances. Now I'm paraphrasing here, but you know, it sounds like they get what it means, and they're trying to get that stick out their ass.
I mean, Nintendo's always been, you know, behind the times. They still are
Very.
the grandpa of the game companies.
Alex, we commit fraud. Shh, Ben, don't say that. Don't say that. You're gonna get the fraud police on us.
Okay, so what exactly is the mystery that Team Chaotix is going to be working with Knuckles and Shadow on in this scenario? Oh, that I have partially cobbled together.
It's gonna be a recreation of the movie Clue, right?
Who done it?
Yes.
But
and
what did they do?
It looks like now we're just picturing Knuckles saying, "It looks like we won't be able to beat this problem into submission. We're going to have to find some real detectives." And then Shadow going, "Damn it." All companies do, including us. Not actually true. Don't sue us, LMAO.
God, it's level's been 5 minutes and you're still here.
Well, gee, it's almost like I got a gimmick mission, and where I gotta find all the crap.
And even some of the worst levels in Adventure 2 didn't last this long. And now from the Knuckles side.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Being the Knuckles side, not even the Knuckles. The Knuckles side can be done on quite. Every mission in Adventure or 2 who is literally the same. Is literally the same thing.
Yeah, I know. You could literally memorize where all the emeralds are.
Well, not necessarily, no.
Well, not all. They're pretty different.
I didn't need a love.
Team got taken down by Rockstar for 5mm. Rockstar to illegally sell their mod. So, that kind of happened with what the fuck
here
is
comes
this
the
timeline?
bobsled.
This is Trump's fault somehow. Yeah, somebody's probably gonna try and say that. But that actually happened with the paid mods in Skyrim, and this is why you don't do paid mods. This is why you don't do well. This is why there's a lot of things you don't do in video games.
Really, in general.
Bethesda.
Fucking yeah. At least Bethesda learned their lesson and didn't do it again. Ubisoft never learned their lesson, and they're still doing it.
It shows.
I keep hearing
prices are $2.
Yeah.
Ah! Did it.
I saved the world by destroying
Thank God.
barrels.
I got turned around. I think it was one fuck of a battle you'll find.
The work of professionals.
Ugh.
Did you see the
Okay.
the video of a German SWAT team raiding someone's apartment for shitposting? Yes. The German lady interviewed by 60 Minutes saying that free speech is illegal and insults, memes can get you in jail. Yes, I saw that. Ghostface asks, okay, so why did Trump get brought up? I don't know. Probably mostly because, like, people will inject this is Donald Trump's fault into everything just because he's the president. And I know saying is, like, just because he's the president is, you know...
Believable politics.
I mean,
You know,
it's believable considering we live in the same planet.
But it's like the thanks Obama meme from back in the day, or it's like people just blame whoever the president is for everything. Like there was a mod for the original Dark Souls that all it did was replace the "You died" screen with "Thanks Obama."
That sounds hilarious.
That's a great mod.
I remember when that was the whole thing. Even Obama himself like played into it. Like there was a video of him.
There was an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0
like
of
standing on
Bridge
tables using
where
milk
it was
and
just
through the glass.
where it was just a running gag.
Did you see the video where Obama like also hands the joke off?
Have I seen the what now?
There's a video of Obama actually playing the joke himself. Like he's like you see him sitting at the table with milk and cookies, and he's trying to dip the cookie in the milk, but the cookie was way too big, so he couldn't even make it halfway through the glass. He gives a big sigh, and then he just says, "Thanks, Obama."
It has to be his fault. Trump causes everything wrong. Well, you know, that's a nice change from Joel causing everything wrong. Do you remember that meme? It's true because the internet told me BTW Germany says the United States is its enemy and we must be stopped. Does Germany really want to learn the hard way again?
What?
Listen, 2 world wars, motherfucker. Do you want to make it 3?
People will not be tolerated.
What? Game? You guys seen this? Collision detection did not want to cooperate.
It's like SQ decided just to stop at the middle.
Wasn't there a remake of Adam Sandler's Anger Management?
What do you mean?
For some reason, like, I don't know. Like, apparently I heard there was a movie called Anger Management. And I'm like, oh, okay, so someone's a fan of Adam Sandler because you know Anger Management just so happens to be one of his best movies, and it was one of the more famous movies that because Adam Sandler was teaming up with
Jack Nicholson.
At the time.
That'd be funny. You startled the witch, gets insta-killed, screen shows thanks Obama.
So for those who don't know, the Anger Management is an Adam Sandler movie, and because he got caught in a misunderstanding in an airplane that got him knocked out by a policeman. He apparently people think that he needs anger management because they think he's got anger issues.
Okay, so yes, there was a remake.
So what happens is that when he talks to the anger management was a remake.
No, in the 2003 film, there's the anger management film with Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson, right?
Yeah.
There was a 2012 Fox FX show.
There was an anger management show?
Yes, there was an anger management show featuring Charlie Sheen.
Okay.
And Selma Blair.
Okay, you lost me. You lost me now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to. I know I have to ask. Is it a romance comedy?
Probably. Yeah. Selma Blair is the love interest.
Fucking know it. No.
So
that's
hang on.
boring.
So there were 10 episodes in season 1 and 90 episodes in season 2.
Why?
Let's see, season 2. Apparently Selma Blair left the show.
Roger, Roger. Says the droid.
Apparently she quit because Charlie Sheen is a menace on set.
No surprise there.
Yeah. How do you get 90 episodes out of a... Were they airing every day? No, they were airing once a week. They aired once a week every week for 2 years.
How do you get a TV show for that many episodes out of a movie that's like what, an hour, 1 hour?
And how did they get, dude? How did they get 3 seasons out of a fucking Lethal Weapon show?
Lethal Weapon, I could see actually becoming a TV show. The problem was their casting, and the fact that this is a TV show, and TV shows do not have as much budget as a movie does.
Yeah. Well, Riggs having that stupid fucking mustache.
Why did you get the guy from My Wife and Kids to play his?
Yeah.
Oh, guys, so you know
I
how
do not see him as intimidating in the least.
you know how in Frog Forest the stage's main gimmick.
Fucking Lieutenant Payne, and I do not see him as an action movie star.
Okay, so you guys know how in Frog Forest you are to encounter frogs to make it rain.
Sure.
Yeah. Elon Musk wants to stream a real-time video of Fort Knox.
What?
So they can see if all the gold is still there. That would be cool. Even if all the gold is still there, that'd be cool. I just want to see what it looks like from the inside. Selma Blair is hot, says Ghostface. Charlie Sheen, meh. Was it in syndication at one point? That was why it made it to 100 episodes. I think they wanted to sell it to syndication.
You don't make that's such a random movie to make a TV show out of, though.
They tried to make they made a Bill and Ted TV show, and no, I'm not
even like a
talking
movie
about the
that has
cartoon.
many sequels. It's a movie, one movie.
Back to the Future as a cartoon, I can see. Like they
haven't had that potential. I mean,
like that's Back to the Future. You can go anywhere.
At any time.
It essentially turns into Doctor Who, you know?
Except without the drama.
Oh. And the immortal protagonist. Sonic, no!
So, are you guys... So,
Castellaneta as Dr. Emmett Brown was kind of funny.
So, Alex, where are you at?
He's still on the final level.
So, Final Fortress.
Yeah.
I'm on
Okay.
Final Fortress 7.
Okay, so for this mission, I have to make sure I'm not seen by a frog, otherwise mission failed. So... Well, good thing the frog didn't spot us. Shut up, Vector. Oh, Leva.
Oh yeah, I should let you know that Asa's still trying to work on the rules and the video announcement for the whenever the hell contest. So, if you guys ever have an interest in entering, if you guys have an interest in entering the contest, I'll link the video to you guys so you'll see what the rules are, the stipulations and such.
Sonic, why?
'Cause you're not cool enough, he says.
Start of the Dark Ages, Alex. Start of the Dark Ages.
I've had more fun with Sonic 06 than I did with this.
Oh, now you're speaking bullshit.
Possibly.
06 can be done after.
That's not what the subtitles said. A game. By the way, hey Gizmo, one thing I ended up having earlier for our sort of gimmick on Team Chaotix is Team Blast. That's because of the nature of it. I purposefully sing a song as tone deaf as possible. Why? Because Vector can't sing worth a damn.
Not 20.
Okay.
I first chose Dream Warriors, and Alex was like, why Dream Warriors? I swear, Sonic is the one. Sonic games are the one thing that will elicit more of a reaction out of the game itself. Of that and most other games we've played on here. Hi, Frog. Hi, Frog. I'll take that, but...
Pink Sonic.
Okay, then. Moving on. Roger.
I think that's a good segue to move on to the Comic Book Universe Battles database from the Magnetic Fair, in which we look at new entries, whether it be man, woman, machine, or plant. And the first one, ironically enough, to make it in is Floronic Man from DC Comics, Ultimate Warrior from WWE.
Bobby Roode is gone from 2K25, which makes no sense because he still works for the company. Yeah. Hoping the actual reason is because of the TNA DLC.
Wirewolf from Buzz Lightyear Star Command.
Yeah.
Wirewolf from Buzz Lightyear Star Command. That's a deep cut. Bad Kitty from Chaos Comics. Runk Tank from Voltron.
That's interesting.
Junkyard Dog from WWE.
Okay.
Deimos from who's that?
See?
Okay, Robot Romance. I'm going by the dub. I'm going by the dub name. Big Show from WWE, and finally Diamond Dallas Page from WCW.
Oh, WCW.
Yeah, technically WWE, but he made his debut in WCW.
In the World Championship Wrestling, yes.
Yeah. One of the only rivals to WWE that actually stood a chance, along with WCW. And for matchups, right now, for rated battles, we have Cora versus Tia Hallibell, Kate from the 2021.
Wait, Hallibell was actually in one of these?
Yeah,
unfortunately, Cora's getting smoked in a real fight in between those two.
Or you're gonna have to look at the fight setup because I'm not gonna read all that. So just
okay.
You never know if it's gonna be an actual fight or a contest. So
right, and plus a lot of these are decided by polls. So
bro, like I said, you don't know if it's going to be combat or some other way of competing. So you might want to look at that matchup for yourself.
Right.
We got Kate from the 2021 film Kate versus Xenia Onatop.
From
Adam and Adam Ruzek versus Ghostface.
Who's Adam Ruzek?
Adam Ruzek is from Chicago PD.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, for some reason, I'm now imagining this Rusek guy going up against Shaggy Rogers now.
Prediction for TNA DLC is Joe Hendry, Grace, AJ Styles, Bobby Roode, and somebody else in WWE or the Hardys. I want it to be Nick Nemeth, because I fucking love Nick Nemeth. and his new music by Downstate is fucking awesome.
Now for the
better Skid Row than modern Skid Row is.
For the matchups that are finished, Wolverine versus Deadpool. Wolverine won by 4 votes.
Okay.
Aaron,
what was the matchup again?
It was Wolverine versus Deadpool.
Circumstance?
Let me see here. I cannot access that at the moment. There should be a feature like that. You should tell Electric Ferret about that.
Yeah.
Aaron Harston versus Jennifer Remming. Aaron Harston won by 2 votes.
No, I almost had it.
Aaron Hartsteve versus Heather Miller. Aaron won by 3 votes.
I'm not ignoring the other messages, Ben. I just probably didn't. I'm reading them off as I see.
Son Goku versus Godzilla. Godzilla won by 3 votes.
What was the contest?
I cannot access that. I'm just looking at the results. That's the only thing I can do. And Apachai Hopachai versus Fakum Ram. Apachai Hopachai won by 3 votes. Yes. You know what? I think there is a way for me to... Let's see here. No. Homepage. No.
Here we go. Take the lead.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Okay, here you go.
Here we go.
Take the lead.
Careful not to fall. It's really dangerous.
Benjamin is on Tubi TV now. Ghostface says, "I wouldn't be surprised."
Oh, great. OBS just disconnected.
Yay!
Right,
And it's reconnected.
Okay, so it's just for the Koro versus Halle Bell matchup. It's just them in a battle royale arena, similar to My Hero Academia.
So
it should have been a wet T-shirt contest.
No.
I mean, it would make sense.
But either way, Halle Bell wins.
True, but that means that Korra might stand a chance.
Looks like Deadpool versus Wolverine is a fucking rap battle.
Okay.
That's fucking hilarious. Okay. That's a fucking... Okay. I respect that. And Son Goku versus Godzilla. That's another battle royale thing going on. Some of these guys actually have like full-on tournament or make their own tournament arcs, and sometimes they'll even like outright make their own fan fiction, and so they let the people decide who wins and loses with these matchups.
I mean that sometimes can be interesting.
And it's almost it's almost time for the fantasy draft. So once all the rules have been posted and the stipulations decided, I'll let you guys know, because the fantasy draft matches are always interesting. Like, dude, when I had Wally West on my team and I was going up against the Sandman, the stipulation was they had to fight in the Gobi Desert, and people were like making pages on pages about why the Flash should win, while others were saying why the Sandman would obviously win.
So hang on, was that Sandman from Marvel, Sandman from DC?
That was years ago, though. What?
Was that Sandman from Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now you know why it took like a few pages of debating to like settle on who wins.
They were tougher than they looked.
Yeah. The debates can get really interesting and heated. It's funny.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, we've seen that on the Death Battle Reacts.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think Kevin would like. I think Kevin would be right at home there too if he starts making matchups with Bleach characters.
Yeah, but I would want to make interesting ones, not
Then do it. They have plenty of characters that in the database already.
Excuse me, miss. I was wondering if I could ask you something.
If it's about a date, it'll have to wait.
Amy, that rhyme was really lame.
Honestly, I mean, kind of been getting more into gauntlets right now.
SPO, you were not encouraging this misunderstanding. Like, seriously. You were trying to take cheese away, but then you're like, oh, wait, there's a misunderstanding between us. Oh. Dumbass.
There's gotta be a major misunderstanding here, but we can't back down now.
Here we go, Chelsea.
I only have this level to get through, and I'm done with this segment.
And then you get...
I must not have been serious enough.
Oh, and I did
Roger.
come up with a few tier list ideas, and I thought of proper titles for them too. So if I ever get the chance to actually work on these, it's actually pretty cool. Let me see here.
Speaking of tier lists, how's the fighting game thing going?
Lengthy.
I can imagine.
Man, at this point, just I know you gotta do a range stuff as well, but man, Christ,
No,
man,
well,
gotta...
it depends. If it has a range, then I'll put it in. If it doesn't, then...
So wait, Gizmo, you've gone through every fighting game, right?
Holy
Almost
shit!
every fighting.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Almost.
Sonic's only 4 lasers got old. Quick, yes.
Okay.
Almost
for a
all
second.
Almost all of them. Some of them are either... Some of them either don't have music, or some of them just outright are impossible to find.
Okay, so I'm guessing one of those games we'll be looking into is Bikini Karate Babes.
Why are you stating the obvious? You really think I'm gonna? You really think I'm gonna go for that for a game like that too?
Yes.
No.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy
Wait.
shit! Fuck you, Knuckles!
What
Well,
happened?
Maybe, I don't know if it has, because if it has licensed music, I'm not gonna add it.
Fair enough. I'm just only saying that because you were saying that we were doing every fighting game, and all I've seen of Bikini Karate Babes was what Craig had to say about that game.
It had 2 games. It's just...
Wait, there is more than one.
There's 2 games in total of Bikini Karate Babes.
Oh my
The
god!
problem...
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh,
Oh my god! Don't fuck it up! Don't fuck it up! Don't fuck it up! We didn't fuck it up! Yes! Yes! We're done! We're done! We are done!
No one
we
knows.
are fucking done!
No one knows why.
Alex,
we're done
you
with
have to...
this level. I don't care about anything else. I'm done with this level.
Alex, you're gonna have to do that level again.
Not as these guys.
Yeah, but Team Dark is not going to be any better.
At least it's not for a little while.
You say that now.
Damian Priest versus Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, John Cena, and CM Punk. That's a good lineup. Logan Paul needs to get power bombed and attitude adjustment and curb stomped to Smithereens. Excuse me, Liv Morgan versus Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss versus Bayley versus Naomi versus Roxanne Perez. Excuse me.
Okay.
Street fight between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. That's gonna be awesome.
Oh boy.
No, because it's not hardcore.
Hardcore?
You realize
it's an unsanctioned match. God damn it!
You realize that everything that WWE has done after they entered the PG era has been nothing but PG shit. So if anything, blood and brutal moves are a rarity. It was a miracle we even saw Dean Ambrose fight against Chris Jericho and
yeah, but this is Netflix.
See him drive Jericho onto thumbtacks. Okay, yeah, but
Stratton,
still.
It's a hardcore match. Yeah, it is a hardcore match.
Is it a hardcore match? I'll believe it when I see it.
It's an unsanctioned match with no
I'll
rules.
believe it when I see it. If it's hardcore,
No.
then
Ben, he's got a point. Like, believe it when you see it, but this is Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens we're talking about here. Kevin Stratton and Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae.
you're putting a guy who does nothing but talk about his kids against a guy who does nothing but try to defend his heavyweight against a heavyweight. Haha, fat joke, he's fat. Rob Steiner joke here.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. Blood. The moment I see Barbie come out of the goddamn ring, then I'll believe it.
Let's go. Here we go.
Hey, Barbie. Oh, shut up.
I know.
Something, Bob.
You landed me on that on purpose, didn't you?
What's that?
Oh, so these are the tier list ideas I had that I think I'm going to save for later for obvious reasons. Lantern Core recruitment for anime characters.
Okay,
Lantern Core recruitment. Lantern Core recruitment for Marvel Comics characters.
Okay, that should be interesting.
Lantern Core
Let's go. Here we go.
recruitment for video game characters. Lantern Core recruitment for cartoon characters.
And obviously, if there's been an official crossover with somebody as a Green Lantern, those people would be excluded, right?
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
It's up for discussion if everyone unanimously agrees on the coloring that the character should have before.
Look at Kevin Owens versus Cody. It was a ladder
that's
match,
up for
brutal as
discussion.
fuck. Kevin bled heavily. Also, look up Punk versus Drew. There's so much blood. Yeah, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre was a really bloody match.
We're talking about the same Drew
Oh dear.
McIntyre, right?
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I see it. I'll take a look if I can, when I can. I don't know when exactly, but I don't know. It's been a while since I've actually sat down to watch wrestling. And not just look up some clips. And last.
What the fuck was that?
And the last tier list ideas are worthy of Mjolnir DC characters.
I mean, Superman.
Top of the list is Superman.
Yep.
The answer's obvious. Actually, it's obvious because he wielded it in the fucking crossover, so, you know.
Okay, that would be interesting.
Either worthy of Mjolnir anime characters.
That means we're back to normal again.
Goku,
Worthy of
obviously.
Mjolnir video game characters.
Well, I'm not sure if the
I mean,
he's saying.
hard, sure, but I don't know about Mjolnir.
Let's go. What are you?
I mean, he can ride. If he can ride Nimbus, you can wield Mjolnir.
Nimbus, you have to be pure of heart. Mjolnir, you
Yeah.
have to have a set. You have to follow a set.
Whosoever holds
set
this hammer,
course
if
of
he be worthy,
rules.
shall possess the power of Thor. I think that if you're worthy to ride Nimbus, you're
I
worthy.
mean, what are the
wield
stipulations anyway to be worthy? Like, what are the requirements?
Here we go.
Man, how did they put it? The requirements are on the hammer. I just don't remember what they said.
Whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor.
Yeah, but what makes you worthy?
I guess that's subjective.
We'll discuss
Yeah,
it
exactly.
on the tier list. We'll discuss it on the tier list whenever that might be in 2238.
I mean, it's an interesting question, but yeah.
Sad because it's true.
And lastly, worthy of Mjolnir cartoon characters.
Literally anyone with Toon Force.
Yeah, anyone with Toon Force is gonna.
I mean,
hold
Johnny
Mjolnir.
Bravo
We're not
held.
gonna talk-
I mean, Johnny Bravo held Mjolnir once.
Yeah, but again, we're not gonna put that into account. Toon Force is fucker. Fuck or not, shit. We're not gonna do that.
Well,
Fine.
I mean, that's
Because
fair.
Because by that logic, then the cartoon character and Lantern recruitment tier list, everyone gets
What are you doing?
every ring without any stipulations. You know, the last Airbender gang, they get all the rings. Okay, well, Johnny Bravo, he gets all the rings too. Ed and Eddie, they get all the rings too. Totally Spies,
that-
get all the rings. Samurai Jack, here, I have all the rings.
Okay, see that? Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
well,
sure,
you said
duh.
cartoon. You said cartoon. See,
Yeah, but see with Mew.
They have Toon
Yeah.
Force.
Yeah, but see that's
You see where it gets heated.
Yeah.
See with the lantern ring, that's more like values or personality. In a way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mjolnir's
Because if
Mjolnir,
you just
that's
say
like-
Toon Force, that's what I'm getting at. Because if you just say Toon Force, it just doesn't really go anywhere, and it's just another boring.
Mjolnir is
this
Mjolnir
goes there.
without the dang stimulating, just a really heavy hammer, and you know,
Yeah,
if it's
that thing weighs 1,000,000 tons and was forged from a dying
North
star.
you know.
And as we all know, Toon Force works as if it's funny, then it's gonna happen.
If it's funny, it's gonna happen, right? But we're trying to decide if they're worthy of the hammer anyway. Johnny Bravo is not worthy of Mjolnir. He picked it up because for like comedy's sake.
Yeah.
Still thought that was.
I
still thought that was
do
kind of
get- I
neat.
get what you mean, Gizmo.
Plus, Johnny
You know,
Bravo
we
did
still-
kill a frost giant.
Yeah, and then
Seriously. God damn,
like the most
gonna have to
he
look it
uses
up.
hair gel as the same as water. Yeah, that's why I'm not doing too. And that's why if we ever get to cartoon characters with Mjolnir and Lantern Corps, we're not going to tell Toon Force into account unless it actually is a hindrance in our own universe. I'm talking Mixie's Pedalic, Impossible Man, fucking Batmite, Roger Rabbit, that kind of thing.
Fuck is that last key?
I guess if I know probably someone who wouldn't be worthy. Probably.
And here's the thing:
wouldn't be
Lantern Corps
worthy.
recruitment is going to be easier to talk about than being worthy of Mjolnir, because with Lantern recruitment, we're going to be talking about because it's like, there's,
XYZ,
like
you possess the ability to overcome great fear. Welcome to the Green Lantern Corps.
yeah, there's not only the Green Lantern, the Yellow Lantern, there's the Orange Lantern, the Magenta Lantern, the Indigo Lantern, the White Lantern, the Black Lantern, the fucking
Black Lanterns, you turn into zombies.
Yeah.
the Orange Lantern, for God's
There's only one Orange Lantern, though.
Yeah.
right, but that doesn't mean that you're not. That doesn't mean you're not going to be able to, harness the power of it. It's up for debate.
Yeah.
It's up for talk.
It's like if you're really fucking jealous,
really, jealousy, greed, avarice.
Envy.
It's still, yeah, envy. It's interesting to talk about anyway. There could be no.
talk about.
There could be no more Orange Lanterns in the universe. It's still something to talk about.
fuck.
It's a hypothetical.
Now for Mjolnir, I feel like that one's going to be a little harder to swallow because here's my tier list. Here's how I think the tier list would go. It would be, worthy, almost worthy.
I think we should invite.
Like if Mjolnir like wiggles when you pick it
I-
up.
Yeah,
You know,
it would be, it would be like worthy.
Guys, I think
Worthy, could be worthy. Needs to work on being working on being worthy and not worthy.
Yeah.
Guys,
Gizmo, look in broadcast chat. Ben shared a bunch of examples that the PG era has ended. Ghostface says Johnny Bravo will never get a girl.
Well,
Ugh.
no. Here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. Johnny Bravo has actually gotten ladies. It's just we don't get to see those stories because, according to the creator's words, they're not funny.
That is
Except for the one where he and Velma get together. That is obviously canon.
I guess we'd have to probably discuss like what makes Captain America, Billy, what's his name, the goat guy, I forgot his name.
What makes who now? What now?
What?
Who was that other guy who lived Fort Hammer? He was an alien. Was it Billy something?
Billy.
Ray?
You talking about
Ray?
no Batson?
No, not
Billy.
Billy Batson.
Marvel.
Beta Ray
God
Bill.
damn it. Ray Bill, yeah, him.
You mean the guy who's clearly too cool to be in the MCU?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want him in the MCU either, considering how they're treating our side characters.
So the creator
You
basically fucks
decided
him
to
over.
put in,
Kinda.
You decided to put Adam Warlock in the third Guardians movie and do jack
Yeah.
shit with them. Fuck you. Adam Warlock, the guy who was able to wield Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet with little to no effort and could possibly kill him.
Yeah.
The literal person.
Let our heroes against Thanos in Infinity Gauntlet, mind you. Yeah, Adam Warlock is actually kind of cool. But James Gunn decided, yeah, no, we're not doing that. Let's make him as childish as his quote unquote mother.
Let's make him as childish as the man writing him.
We'll discuss it when we get the card
with that, though. You know, make it from like, oh, him being a mama's boy to him actually having an unhealthy not fascination, but like an unhealthy reliance and fucking what's that other word? Loyalty, like unhealthy loyalty to her, even though he knows that what she's doing is wrong.
Yeah.
You know, they could have done something with that.
They didn't.
No.
And there's a lot of things that the MCU could have done something with. Did you know, speaking of things the MCU could have done something with, there was a new Captain America movie that came out recently.
Yeah, that was...
They could have done something interesting with it.
Yeah, it was mediocre at best. Did you know that that's
a shame too. It was a Red Hulk!
They had Red Hulk, so here's the thing. The film ends with Captain Falcon telling Red Hulk, I'm not gonna get over not calling him Captain America, guys, because like Sam is a great character. Sam should be his own great character. I don't like them trying to make him into the new age Captain America, because every time you do that, people are just like, where's Steve Rogers? Because everybody knows Steve Rogers. Anyways.
I mean, I was asking, where's Bruce Banner in the original movie, but...
Well, yeah, where's Bruce Banner? Where's, for as loath as I am to say this, like, where's fucking She-Hulk, you know?
Look, man, I'm just, like, wondering...
Like, there's so much...
Movies and not having Hulk fight his own villains.
The film starts off with essentially starts off with a time skip, right? Because there's, like,
How many years?
5 months.
5 months after what?
Yeah, there's less than a minute of election night coverage, right? That looks like it was shot. It looks like it was shot in like in like reshoots, you know, where they've got they've got Harrison Ford done up to look like he's the what's his name? Him, the guy who played him.
William
the
Hurt.
Last guy who played her. Yeah, him.
Word of advice, Alex. Probably should destroy those cannon twisters to level up your characters first.
Try to do the what now?
Oh, here's the thing with Meg Emperor. Just use Thunder Shoot. Spam Thunder Shoot. The attack move you do with the flying character.
Oh.
Oh yeah, by the way, Eggman's running away. You probably should go after him before he charges like that.
And by the way, Eggman, you are literally ripping off Gallantmon.
He's gonna charge again. Gotta keep
Now
up.
I'm in Mystic Mansion as Team Chaotix. Pray for me, you guys. Pray for me.
No.
I guess you know what? Here's a tier list. I guess favorite Eggman device.
Yeah, it cuts from election night coverage to Thunderbolt getting Sam to retrieve fucking adamantium, right?
What?
Like, adamantium has been stolen from the Japanese, and he's gotten...
Hey, Alex.
Sam to go after the stuff.
Before we go on...
Huh?
On before we go on, am I to assume that at or not totally not Han Solo, Thaddeus Thunderbolt, I fail at everything raw, is channeling his inner Joseph Joestar, saying that he can't forgive the Japanese?
Well, you know, that almost comes up, yes.
Oh, God.
Because the Japanese get really fucking pissed at America for some reason. Even though, like Ross points out, is like, hey, this is like clearly not our fault. I sent Captain America in to handle this shit, and you know, like why if I stole the adamantium, why would I send Cap in to retrieve it? Valid point. Japanese Prime Minister doesn't listen to him, and like, it's so this movie is a really bad retread of
A Team
Civil War and
Winter Soldier?
Civil War, Winter Soldier, and the Incredible Hulk, right? Like, it's the modern day equivalent of those Roger Corman films that were made on the sets of other films using props from other films in between shooting for other films, right? Because everything Red Hulk does is taken from stuff that Hulk did, essentially. All the villains, all the characters are just reused from other things, and they've got an old star who's like just kind of here because reasons. Harrison Ford gives a pretty good performance, but like they're constantly talking about how Thaddeus Ross isn't the same man he used to be.
No shit, Sherlock. He's played by a different actor.
He's played by a different actor, yeah. It's just, it's really, it's not a funny joke. It's a really stupid joke. Also, like the score, they should have gotten Henry Jackman back to do the score, or they could have gotten Alan Silvestri. They could have gotten anybody, really. I don't know who did the score for this movie, but it's really bad. The licensed tracks are kind of lame too, but the score is obnoxious. Hang on. I'm gonna turn you up, Sonic. Oh, Sonic's already at maximum. I'm sorry. I'm going to turn down Sonic Heroes. Anyways, so what were you saying?
I said I was just making a joke on Eugene Naka. What happened to you?
But yeah, so there's this action scene at the start where Captain Falcon is taken out. These guys who are associated with the Serpent Society, right? Now keep in mind, the Serpent Society got their fucking movie overrun by Civil War.
Ooh.
They got shunted off to fucking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. essentially. And now, you know, they get knocked down again. So, you know, Captain Falcon takes down Sidewinder's guys, and his new Falcon, you know, side Falcon 2, is he recovers the adamantium sample. The fact that its adamantium never comes up again, it's not important to the film in any way.
Something teaser, something X-Men, something Wolverine.
You know, back when Vibranium was a big deal in the first Avenger, right? Excuse me.
Yeah.
That was a major plot point because it was a big deal. It's Cap's shield.
Yeah.
Adamantium shows up in this movie, and it's like,
Oh.
Adamantium is here. And
You
then...
know what that means, guys. Wolverine. He's gonna keep doing this until he's 90.
Till you're 90, yeah. So that leads to Cap, Falcon, and Captain Retcon from Captain Falcon and the White Wolf showing up in at the White House for a party. And then they Manchurian candidate a bunch of people and try to assassinate the president.
As you do.
So President Solo nearly gets shot by a bunch of people. Try another story. Sure, probably not tonight though. And they do. So Isaiah Bradley gets thrown in jail. Obviously, you know, you're not gonna let somebody who tried to assassinate the president, but it's obvious that he's like not responsible. So it seems like you know, we should be holding him off, you know, like somewhere decent, like away from stuff, you know. Fuck it, I'm gonna start Team Dark while I'm talking. Because, you know, it's obvious that something was going on. And they're automatically just like, oh, hey, it's Boobs the Bat.
In one of her weirdest get-ups.
Yeah. Yeah, so they kind of... There's this whole game of cat and mouse, and like, so Giancarlo Esposito tries to kill Sam, right? He gets hired by the leader to do this. The leader,
the Hulk villain?
Yeah. So the leader has been, you know how I've always said that it's really fucking stupid.
Doing something with him after that
technically. So yeah, so 16 years later, yeah, they finally did something with him.
And he looks really dumb.
Okay.
So here's the thing. The leader is the reason why Ross has been able to get to the presidency. Because he's been working with him behind the scenes to like create shit and come up with things. Maybe he, you know, if I don't believe that, because if the leader was, you know, the leader is portrayed as like having basically like precognition almost, he should have been able to tell Ross that the Sokovia Accords were a really bad idea and were going to cause nothing but problems.
I mean, he's an asshole, so...
Yeah. Well, whatever. Anyways, so...
Also, by the way, yes, this Sonic Racing video turned into a Captain America New World Order video.
Yeah. Just
Brave
in case
New
I never
World,
wind up
I guess.
making that Captain America New World Order video that I'm working on.
So, I guess, spoilers.
I've got the
ready
script
when
written and I've got some of the... I don't have anything recorded, but I do have some editing done. Minor editing done for the video.
You want to know how this mission could possibly get worse?
Ow.
The extra mission has me going after the blue torches,
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
which those are less common than these red torches.
Oh, how unfortunate.
Well, anyways, yeah, so the title has nothing to do with anything.
It's just
Like,
there.
there is no New World Order, there's no Brave New World. The world that we're in is the same old world as it was in Endgame. In fact, you'd almost think that the snap never happened if this film, if you'd only watched this film, you know, oh, like there's no Sokovia Accords anymore, and they acknowledge that like Ross
So
is
yet
responsible for the
another.
Sokovia Accords breaking up.
So
the Avengers.
yet another plot point dropped like a fucking rock.
Yeah.
I mean, there's barely any Avengers.
You know the
left.
thing.
I mean,
You know the thing that
Oh, yeah. So that's
basically
another thing.
caught.
Ross wants Sam to reform the Avengers with who? I have to ask.
Yeah.
'Cause,
I mean, the only ones left are
we've got-
Banner, Hawkeye, and
Because we got this nameless spider guy.
Yeah, a Banner, a Hulk doesn't want to be Hulk anymore.
So, well, we've got
Hawkeye, who's the
Bruce.
family
We've
man.
got Bruce Banner and his 5-year-old, 30-year-old son. We have Daredevil. We have She-Hulk.
And the,
We have nameless Spider-Man, who nobody knows how to get into contact with. We have
Yeah. How do you get in contact with this
Yeah.
guy? I don't know.
we have
ask Louise. I mean,
What is
we
Luis
have,
know a guy?
you know the guy.
Bucky, who is somehow a congressman. Which, at
Isn't he with
110
the
years old,
Thunderbolts
you know,
right
he's
now?
one of the youngest members of Congress.
Yeah,
And
he's
there's
doing something
and
with the
fucking
Thunderbolts.
you know the hummus girl that
Who?
the palace Sabra, you know, the Sabra, the Israeli superhero that the Palestine people were getting up in arms about. She is like hardcore crushing on Bucky, which is funny because they're pushing him and Yelena when I don't think him and Yelena have ever been a thing in the comics. Then again, Banner and Widow were never a thing in the comics either.
Yeah.
And, you know, Black Widow's fucking dead, so...
And his sister.
And
Yeah.
Black Widow's dead, and both of the guys she's supposed to have been paired with at various points have been paired off with other people now, so...
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Thunderbolts don't show up in this, even though, well, like Thaddeus Ross gets thrown in the fucking raft at the end of the movie.
So he becomes
mean,
president of the United States and ends up fucking up everything.
5 months. Okay, so 5 months into his.
Wait. So
presidential
hold on. To the surprise of no fucking human beings, Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross fucks it all up.
Of course he does.
Thaddeus, I fuck everything up and you're gonna be happy about it. I fuck everything up and you're going to. Hang on, let me put it on my voice. I'm Thunderbolt Ross and you gotta deal with it.
How is it that Ross becoming the Hulk?
I would
somehow
elect
an
J. Jonah
improvement?
Jameson president before I would elect fucking Ross.
How is it that Ross becoming an unstoppable red monster is somehow an improvement?
Eggman, you kind of gave away your game into the Chaotix.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so the trailer footage of Hulk, Red Hulk, kind of doesn't do justice to how bad the depth of field is on those cameras. It looks like they just set it to like either half of it's reshoots, or they just set the depth of field so low, or like the focus is so bad on the cameras they shot it on that it looks like it was shot on a green screen. But yeah, so the whole film is basically centered around the leader trying to cause World War III, right? Now
Because
that
of
doesn't
course
happen.
he
That doesn't even
does.
come close to happening, and it doesn't even come close to happening in a sensible way. So there's a sequence in the film that's desperately trying to be Top Gun, and failing.
By the way, Luke rushes are essentially Team Blast Central for the Chaotix.
Yeah.
As I've demonstrated earlier. This makes it even worse.
Yep.
Fire!
Rocket.
Optic blast.
I really do. You know, I guess with Marvel, well, I really do. Cyclops makes it into Rivals eventually.
Shadow does not sound right in this game.
Man,
Why? Why do you say that?
Well, he sounds a little bit too high-pitched and friendly.
I mean, he did just wake up and he had no
Yeah,
idea
but that's
what's
usually
going on.
when I'm at my least friendly.
And honestly, he's still trying to process what the hell am I?
Shadow of myself, just who am I?
Get all those rings I just got.
I'm telling you guys, you can't escape it. The Shadow of the Hedgehog race is coming.
What am I? Oh yeah. So yeah, there's this sequence in the film where they like portray. So there's this thing where they're saying like you got to be careful of like Japan and India because they got access to adamantium, and if we fuck it up, it's going to cause problems. I don't think Japan wants to cause another world war, especially considering that they're like, and they're saying, oh, the Japanese Navy is going to be a problem. The Japanese Navy is like half the size of the U.S. Navy. So yeah, oh yeah, Demolition Man from Marvel Comics is in this. He's a random Navy SEAL who gets killed by the leader.
Look at all those rings.
You know the sequence in Winter Soldier where Cap and Natasha are in the bunker talking to Dr. TV. Can't remember his name. Zola, Arnim Zola. When they're talking to Zola, there's a sequence like that, except it's with the leader, and instead of a bomb, it's a bunch of guys, and they all get their asses kicked.
I mean,
they're just not allowed to kill them because all of the leader's goons are under his mind control. So he's like mind controlling people to work for him. And that's what he's been like lacing he's been lacing Thunderbolt Ross's heart medication with gamma radiation, which is something that apparently Ross didn't bother looking into that. I would not trust the leader as far as I could throw him. I'd have a third party looking into that.
Honestly, has there ever been any good Hulk stories other than World War Hulk? Because I hear nobody talks about any Hulk stories.
There's a lot of great Hulk shit out there. They just haven't adapted any of it.
It's like, I mean, the only thing I hear everyone talk about in terms of Hulk is just World War Hulk, and that's about it. It's like, it's always reference World War Hulk. Like, I mean, I like World War Hulk, but, like, is that seriously the only thing we're gonna reference?
I guess so.
It's a shame. I mean, Hulk is like one of the big OGs Marvel. Like, back in the day when Marvel, before the cinematic universe, like, Hulk was one of those heroes that everybody knew. Him, Spider-Man, and
oh yeah,
Wolverine.
Betty Ross shows up in this film,
Wolverine.
and then she just vanishes. Like she shows up at the very end.
She's still
Liv
played
Tyler,
by.
Liv Tyler shows up at the very end of this film, and it like jangle those fucking keys, guys. We weren't looking for her back when Hulk was around.
Yeah, I mean, not like she has any. I mean, did she have anything important to the Marvel story to stop Hulk?
It was better than fucking Bruce and Natasha.
I mean, that literally went nowhere. Hulk.
Yeah, that whole thing was just bullshit, Joss Whedon.
I mean, thank God
that
they
was
dropped it.
Kind of. I mean, they
it
still
could've
acknowledged
worked,
it
but
in... anything can work if you do it right. Those two had no development.
Yeah.
Like they spent barely any screen time together in the Avengers. Most of their shared screen time was either her running from Hulk or her, like, him as Hulk and not entirely conscious.
Yeah.
Did he really think he could stop us with that?
Alright. And so...
I mean, really, no such thing as a bad. I mean, really, any bad idea can be bad or good, so long as you can execute it well.
Well, I think I'm gonna call it for the night.
Yeah,
It's
I'm gonna
getting
get to
late.
the end of this level and I'm gonna call it.
So next time on Sonic Heroes, I'm gonna finish up Team Chaotix in the last story. Until then,